Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 3 Week 9 Day 7. So tomorrow, finally the last week of the chapter. We just went over a video going over the Mythic that's going to be coming out tomorrow. Theoretically, it was available, of course, last Monday if you bought the bigger pass, but most people don't go for the bigger pass, so for anyone that just got the standard pass, it'll be available tomorrow as soon as you complete out all the tasks, which we'll, of course, be doing tomorrow's night stream. However, tonight, we're going to be doing a couple things. One is obviously going over the normal weekly spoilers that we always do every single week, so all the stuff that's going to be going out throughout the week. Actually, most of it I didn't even check yet. Aside from that, we have a lot of vault keys to open. We'll still be grinding some, because obviously it's still a vault event for like 6 more hours. Yes, exactly 6 hours. Well, 5 hours and 40-something minutes, but you know, we got about 6 hours of the event left. We'll probably farm for a little bit of time, though. Mostly, we're going to be opening a bunch of keys. We're probably going to open all the way down to 250. So currently, that would be 32 keys. I am saving my epic vault keys, though. However, we will be opening all normal standard vault keys that we have up to that point. So we'll probably get like one more to stream. So we'll probably have 33 to open, most likely. And we'll see what we get. And hopefully get something good. Oh, actually, we have more than that. My bad. I forgot. We actually have 40 keys. Plus whatever we get. Because I forgot. We got our pity keys that we didn't claim yet either. Actually, might as well claim those. Actually, we won't claim it yet. And aside from that, if you did want this flash offer, a pretty good flash offer, it's still available for the exact amount of time that we have left. Actually, 5 hours and 46 minutes. I personally don't go for them, but this is pretty much tied at the best flash offer we've ever had. They've done it a couple times. It's a pretty good one. But, yeah, anyways, let's go and start getting into weekly stuff. Though before we do, I should probably say hello to all the peoples. Hello! Actually, let me make it bigger so I can actually see you guys. Let's see. Hello, Bill, who has reclaimed his first place spot and always being the first person who says hello. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Scout. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Michael. Hello, Corey. Hello, John. Hello, Paulie. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, DS. Hello, Kosh. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Steve. Hello, NASA. Hello, HD Addict. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, also, I'll probably head out to gems for my guild sometime to stream. I almost forgot about that because I was going to give a bunch of gems to everyone who did at least 3,000 because we grinded like crazy. We were in 27th or 28th at the beginning of this week. We are now in 25th with a, how big of a lead is that? 15,000? Looks like about a 15,000 lead over top the one below. Actually, it's like 14,000, but still. We were able to grind a lot. But yeah, I was going to give a gem thingy to every single person who got at least 3,000. And Isabel said she didn't want hers, so that's 1, 2, and I'm also giving 50 to whoever makes first, which apparently is going to be Stardust. Not sure if he's here yet, but he will be getting his gems a little bit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people. Unless Jeff gets all the way. But it looks like it'll be 10 people then. So technically 11 packs, which means, yay, we didn't run out. I actually have enough because I only have 13, so I'm not sure what we would have done if we actually had more people qualify it for it than we even had number of them. Actually, how do you check the number? I guess you could check in the guild thingy, but it's like, I guess you could check in your inventory where all the things lie. Gosh, where even is it located in this mess? I'm actually not sure. There it is. Okay, we have 14 of them. And I said, what, 12? Okay, so we're going to have like 2 left. We're using like every last one. What's my mail? Just the same thing? Yeah. Okay, anyways, let's go over spoilers. So start going over that. Go from there. So, obviously, the main thing happening next week is last week of the final chapter, which means you'll be able to have the max amount of stats, regardless if you're free-to-play or paying any amount. You'll be able to have the max stats from the campaign bonus. And, of course, we still have other stuff going on other than the final week of campaign for Season 3. As far as the standard event stuff, we got... Why did it go to official? I want to click on the thingy. There we go. So, for the troop tomorrow, we got this. It is obviously Strix event. It is going to be an undead Strix for... or sorry, did I say Strix event? I meant Suncrest event. But it's going to be an undead Strix, so we'll have Strix synergy with like almost everything from this kingdom. It drains all mana from an enemy, and if there's a storm, def mark them. Then Conjure or Dark Storm. It seems pretty bad. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Dark Death. Summon a Dark Storm when an enemy dies. Is that new? Summon Dark Storm at the start of battle. Gosh, this thing really loves Dark Storm. But why not just have Perpetual Purple Storm off of, or Dark Storm off of Umbra Wolf instead? Wolf is a bit of a clunky troop compared to the troops that do end up doing a Perpetual Storm. But in most situations, it still seems like it would be better than this. It's just a really weird troop. So it's basically, it's just refresh Purple Storm, drain all mana, and def mark a single enemy, assuming that there is still a storm in play. That's not that much value for 13 mana costs. And the rest of his traits are just keep doing Purple Storm pretty much. It's a very strange troop. Overall, I don't really see it being viable. It doesn't even have any kind of extra turn potential or anything. Anyways, as far as the final World Lore event for this event, and then we'll have, of course, Tower of Doom the following week. But there are 6 battles that players can encounter during the event. The Dark Troll, the Metzili, the Scion, the Nocturnia, the Farish Ra, and the Zepachli, which is still so ridiculously useless. This event has 3 phases. Phase 1. The first 2 battles are the only available battles to... might as well read this. It's just saying the battle thingies. Anyways, as far as the actual usefulness, scoring, you can find the following rewards for each of the different battles you may encounter. 2 for Dark Troll. Okay, it's just rarity order. Right? Yep, looks like it. Rarity order, yay! Did someone do a breakdown for it? Let's see. Why is this one higher? Oh yeah, one of the epics is higher? Wait, hold up. It's not rarity order. Yeah, why does this one have 6 for whatever reason? True. Okay. So for whatever reason... this one is way higher. So it looks like priority is definitely always take the Mythic. For whatever reason, take Metzli every single time you see it. Then Legend, then Dark Troll. That's a really weird priority order. Because the Epic is the second best room. Well, third best room. It's the second best room that isn't Mythic. So basically, always take the Mythic battle. See if you have Metzali, because that's the second best or third best, depending on how you look at it. But basically, it's better than all the Legend battles, and it's better than the other Epic. So you'd want to take this if you don't see a Mythic. Then if you don't see that, you take the Legend. And if you'd have literally nothing else, take Dark Troll. Dark Troll's the lowest priority. But for whatever reason, the other Epic is second highest priority, which doesn't make much sense at all. That is so weird. So yeah, it's not rarity order. Why can't they just make it easy? Why complicate things? So it's basically Mythic, Metzli, which is that new troop that came out, then the Legends, then the other Epic. There's the Dark Troll is the lowest. Why must they make it so annoying? But anyways, as far as other stuff that we got going on this week, obviously we're getting Quetzama. We just covered a video on it earlier before the stream, or you could watch it after. But we covered that. That's coming out tomorrow. If you got the normal pass. As far as World Lore event, we just have that. We just went over that. We got ourselves the faction of Alethea tomorrow, or on Tuesday, I mean. For Wednesday, we're going to have the pet battle for the Minmoa. I actually forgot which one this is. I believe it's yellow. Yeah, it's Strix bonus. So we have Strix bonus pet on Wednesday, which is pretty good. Almost the entirety of the kingdom is Strix. And we're likely to have like 10 or 20% bonus. Like if we get Suncrest plus Strix, that's 20% for a good majority of the kingdom. So that's pretty nice. Obviously, this Thursday, we're going to have the hero class for the Suncrest hero class, which is the Stormcaller. Stormcaller is pretty good. It's used primarily for its perpetual Yellow Storm. I believe it gains 1 extra attack to all Strixes when fully maxed, so it's not too important to have it maxed. For Friday, we're going to be having a pretty standard raid. Nothing really too special with that. And Saturday, we will be getting the 2019 Valentine's Day pet. So this was available for money, if I'm not mistaken. They were doing $5 for it around when we were getting a bunch of offers around the Lunar New Year and Valentine's and all that. However, it looks like you'll be able to get it for free this Saturday. So if you haven't gotten copies or just want to get more copies or want to buy it out, it will be available on Saturday all day. So you'll be able to get that then. So that's pretty nice. We didn't get the heart this year, though. The 2020 Valentine's Day heart. It was not available this year. So, yeah, nor was the Lunar New Year 2020 pet available. So that's a little bit weird. We didn't have either of the 2 2021s. I guess next year we'll get the 2 2021s. But this year we did not get either of the 2 2020 pets, which means it'll be a 2-year gap before they roll over again, which is quite a bit of a gap. But I would assume they would be available next year. But yeah, neither of the 2 2020 pets for the February holidays were available this year. And it's pretty much everything. So, also, hello everyone who said hello while we were doing the thing. Hello Tyrian, hello Imperial, hello Draco, who have I not said hello to? Hello John! Let's see. Hello Barbara, hello Defiant, hello Beer, and hello Azala. Welcome, 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 welcome. Oh, Azala, you made it to the stream as well. Also, you mentioned me on Discord. I didn't get to read it before we started the stream. Let's see. Let me go read what it is real quick. Oh, interesting. I'll reply to that later. Interesting. Well, I guess I can say that out loud. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, doing like a weekly trophy challenge. I wouldn't be able to supply for it, though. The only reason I'm doing it for this one is because I have the gems to do so. Like, I personally wouldn't want to spend money to go and do it personally. But, yeah, if you, Isabel, or anyone else wants to kind of host it for the guild, feel free to do so at any point. It doesn't necessarily need to be every week. But, yeah, if you want to do it, feel free. And that's anyone in the guild. I just did it this one time because I figured we had a lot of spares. It was a perfect time to do so because of the gnome event. If I have some spares, I could supply for it every single gnome event, if nothing else. Because obviously that'd be a good time for everyone to farm because they gave it more value. So it'd be a good time to hand out rewards for it. But every week is fine. I would be fine for that. Okay. Anyways, let's go grind some. Speaking of trophy stuff, actually, it's kind of funny. I set a goal for my guild to go get 3,000 trophies everyone this week, and I think I'm slightly short of my own goal. I am slightly short of my own goal for the guild, so let's go farm a bit. That's not where I want to farm. That's kind of funny. I didn't even notice that earlier. I am actually slightly off from the goal we set for our own guild. The fail is strong. So let's go grind a bit. Where is my team? Though in all fairness, only 1/3 the guild did do it. 2/3 did not. And we are part of that 2/3. I'm looking for this one. We're close, though. We didn't actually make the mark. We probably could if we farmed for like another hour. We might over the course of this stream. I want to open keys a little bit before then, though. I want to open all the keys in about a half an hour or so. Then probably give out the gem rewards to everyone in the guild. And then we might as well just keep grinding to 3,000 trophies. And make it all the way. I know, I'm going to get demoted from my own guild now. I'm not the guild leader anymore. No, we'll have it by the end of the event. We'll definitely have it by the end of the stream. It doesn't take that long to get that many trophies. At the rate that this team goes, if we just did this for another hour, we'd be at over 3,000. So we're pretty much already there. Actually, it might be a little bit longer than the hour we'd have to do it for. But I think the game plan is we farm for a little bit. We're then going to open up like 30, 40 something VIP keys. Or not VIP keys, I mean Vault keys. And then we'll hand out the rewards for our guilds for the trophy goal we set this week. And then whatever trophies we still need for us to reach 3,000, we will go do. Which by that point would probably only be a couple hundred or less by the time we get there. Also, I'm not sure if we're going to get another pity key to stream. We're still quite far away from getting it. I feel like I normally average around 8 or 9 pity, and we're currently at 8 pity right now. $2,000 days in game? Nice. Oh yeah, our anniversary of the channel is coming up soon. It's April 20th, if I'm not mistaken, is the 5-year anniversary for the channel. I need to go double check the exact dates. But if I'm not mistaken, the 5-year anniversary of the channel is in April 20th. Around there. Not sure what we'll do for that day. Last time we did a bit of a variety stream. So I might still do that. Not sure how much I'll still be playing Age of Ashes by then. Because I am power grinding that game like crazy during the beta and when it first releases. They said early April, but they've already delayed the release date once, so delaying it a second time is not unlikely. So even though they said it could potentially be the first week of April, that could also mean it could be the end of April. So who knows? The next beta shouldn't be delayed though, but there is a chance that the fixes that they do after the beta might delay the release or the early access release. Oh yeah, we'll definitely do a variety stream. It's just what we'll be streaming for is still in question. Definitely some amount of Century Age of Ashes, but by then we probably would have done 1.5 billion streams, so probably not too much of it. I don't think Pokemon Unite would be out by then. Mario Kart 9 definitely is not coming out by then. Actually, is any Nintendo game coming out before then? I don't think it is. Because those are pretty fun to throw into variety streams. Actually, that's not true. Monster Hunter Rise. I was kind of going to skip on Monster Hunter Rise. Actually, it's kind of funny. I'm going to be getting the Monster Hunter Rise controller, which pretty much costs as much as the game. But I'm not actually going to be getting the Monster Hunter game. Oh no, I'm still holding off though on the Monster Hunter series. I think I will eventually get into the series. But, oh no, Monster Hunter Rise just seems kind of average to me. I don't feel like I want to get into it. The other problem is it releases way too close to the Dragon game. And dragons are better than monsters. Even though Monster Hunter Rises have dragons in it. Actually, literally the controller I'll be getting, one of the reasons for it is it does have a dragon design on it. And I also need a backup controller, so I figured, hey, why not? It costs the same as standard controller, and it's going to be limited time, so might as well. I think Nintendo has only released 3 previous exclusive controllers of their own designs. You know, not counting third-party skins for their controllers, but like actual official release ones. It was for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is apparently getting a character for Smash now, as of next month, because Pyramyth are coming in. Splatoon, and Smash, and now Dragon Hunter. I'm really surprised they haven't done a Mario one. I was expecting that for the 35th anniversary, and they didn't. They did a bundle with the game, which I ended up getting, because it was basically a free controller with the game, or it was basically a controller with a free game, is essentially what the cost ended up coming out to be. So I was like, I don't have Mario Odyssey yet, I might as well. But it wasn't a special Mario one, which I was really surprised by. But they don't have a special Mario one. They don't have an Animal Crossing one. They have an Animal Crossing Switch, but they don't have an Animal Crossing Switch Pro. I guess because they think most people who would get Animal Crossing would be more casual players? I'm not sure. But their actual main controller, they didn't actually end up selling a Animal Crossing skin for, which is kind of weird. Though it's probably the best designs Switch out of any of them. I have the one for Smash, but they did it like so minimally. It kind of works nice though, because it kind of just hides with all the black setup I have. Because I have a really heavy black and gray setup, and it's actually a black and gray color scheme, so it kind of works out. But it's pretty minimalistic compared to some of the designs they've done for them. Hello, Bushka! Also, if anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. I'll make sure to do so. For now, we're mostly just going to be grinding a little bit. Then we'll have a redeem code, and then we're going to be doing a bunch of key openings. Actually, I might do the redeem code after the key openings. Or maybe we'll do it based on some kind of condition on the key openings, like when we get a power orb. When we think we've hit the highest loot, maybe we'll hand out the redeem code. How about this? The first power orb or the first major blue? We'll hand out a redeem code for. I feel like we're going to get one or the other, or hopefully both. Ideally both. Oh, did I miss a hi? Hello, SLW. Welcome. I must have missed it. Also, hello, Sipira. Hello, Callum. Hello, Nigel, I mean. How many hellos did I miss? Hello, Jose. Is the next delve Groshnock? No. The next delve is... Actually, I forget where Lithia is. I know it is a Lithia. I completely forget where it's associated to. Let me double check. I honestly completely forget what a Lithia is associated to. Isn't it Karkaroff? I think it's Karkaroff. Isn't it Lithia Karkaroff? I'm pretty sure. I forget off the top of my head. No, sorry, Drakzoom. Drakzoom is what it's associated to. But yeah, it's a Drakzoom faction. This place all the way over here. The one with all the dwarves. But it is a Zoom faction. I keep forgetting. We're starting to get so many factions, I'm starting to forget where some of them are associated to. And some of them are associated to really weird things, too. That you wouldn't really think is actually the location it's associated to. Oh, it came from Global. Are we going to hand out the trophy gem rewards after the stream? I was going to do it during the stream. I said to the guild I would do it at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll probably do it around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which is in half an hour from now. We'll do the key opening first, though. And the redeem code. We'll hand it out after that. We'll do all the gems. Do I think this instant kill team will get nerfed? I actually feel like it won't get nerfed. And the main reason is because it requires mythics. And I think they're going to just treat it like they treated Ferris Ra, where it was so ridiculously overpowered for farming, but because it was a mythic, they allowed it to stay not nerfed. Because this is basically became a resource farming troop. It doesn't say, like, gain more of X resource, but that's effectively what it does. It's for gnome farming, it's for trophy farming, it's for XP farming. It doesn't specifically state it on the card, but that's basically what it is. Similar to how Ferris Ra is used for soul farming. And because they're mythics, I don't think they're going to nerf it. Just because of how hard it is to get it, and it would incentivize people to get the mythic. They basically added another Ferris Ra to the game, where it's not only good to get one, but also good to get multiple of it. And for that reason, I feel like they're going to keep it as is, even though it's very powerful. Oh, Volky. Nice. I'm going to go update the number. Another Volky for us to open. Not sure if I'll hit another pity. Depends how many gnomes we find. We're getting there, though. Overall, pretty good loot for the weekend. I'm pretty happy with it. I know. That's another issue with it, too. Due to the nature of how you accumulate the troop, you can't refund the keys that were used for it. So if they were to nerf it, that's going to cause a lot of outrage. And that alone will probably make it so they don't nerf it. Like, Ferris Ra for a while seemed like this might get nerfed, and then they never did. And I feel like this is going to be the same way. We're just going to kind of become the new standard now. Where they kind of just accept that they can't get away with nerfing it. And just make it so people want to go get it. Because this is probably going to... Them not nerfing it would probably sink more resources than if they ever nerfed it. Because now instead of people just wanting to go for Ferris Ra, they're now going to also want to pick up this to farm. So now there's two really important mythics to get for farming. Ferris Ra for souls and Ironhawk for trophies, XP, and gnomes. Yeah, I personally feel like they won't nerf it. Though that doesn't mean they won't. But I'm pretty sure it'll stay as is. There's a lot more benefit for it to stay like this than it would be for them to nerf it. Because even though it brings a lot of resources into the game, it's also going to sink resources over time. Because now it's a must-have troop. Rather than just being another useless mythic that no one ever goes for. Other than when they're trying to collect all the mythics. Because this is S tier now. It says it's actually probably even more S tier than Ferris Ra. Obviously Ferris Ra is only there because of soul farming. But this thing is used for farming and is still usable as a troop. Ferris Ra somewhat is, but its damage output's pretty lackluster in the current state of the game. As stats keep going higher, Ferris Ra keeps getting weaker. Because back in the day, he used to be able to one-shot, like, when he came out. Now he can't even one-shot properly with max souls. Like, one Ferris Ra at max souls does not one-shot anymore in late game and end game. When it came out, it did, but not in the current state of the game. $28 Volkies, 9 Pity, and 1 Epic Volky. Nice. Yeah, I got really lucky on Epic Volky drop rate. We've been getting 0 for so long. And we're finally above drop rate for once. Too bad we can't get like that every weekend. To be at drop rate, you would have 18 Volkies found and 2 Epic Volkies to be exactly at drop rate. If you have more epic Volkeys and a lower amount of normal Volkeys, then you got lucky. And if you have more Volkeys than that, but less of epic Volkeys, you got unlucky. Not counting pity, of course. Oh, you finally got your first epic Volkey for the achievement? Nice. Yeah, that first one is so annoying to get, for sure. But yeah, I'll farm for a little bit more, and then we'll go on a Volkey opening spree. And we'll have the redeem code sometime in that. Then we'll go hand out all the gem rewards for the guild. And then we'll keep grinding, because I need to get at least 3,000 trophies. I can't set a requirement for my guild to go get 3,000 trophies and then also not get 3,000 trophies myself. That'd be a bit of a fail. Though in all fairness, only 1/3 of my guild actually did it. And we're kind of just like in dead center of our trophy number. I feel like for most of the things we go about dead center. We're like right at the average point, except for Guild Wars. Normally above average, so we did a bit bad the previous Guild War. Not the most recent one, but the one before the previous one. I think we're actually top 6. I think we made 6. Oh, another Volkey. Nice. Somewhere's around there. Give me that Volkey. More for us to open in several minutes. There we go. This team makes farming so much more bearable as well. You got 2 epic Volkeys this weekend too? Nice. Yeah, I'm saving my epic Volkeys. There's currently no real reason to, but just in case they ever add exclusive drop in epic Volkey, which is likely never to occur, but in case there's ever a drop in epic Volkey that isn't a normal Volkey, I want to save them. That's not the case currently and is likely to never be the case. However, there's a non-0% chance that that will eventually change down the line, so you never know. So just in case I do want to save them. It's very unlikely they would add an exclusive drop to it, but it's not impossible that they eventually would. Like, what if they added if they were trying to figure out more ideas to add boss rarity troops, and they're like, we're going to add 1 boss rarity troop per kingdom, except we need creative ways to go add them. And one of them will probably be, oh, let's just add it to an epic Volkey drop. Another one would probably be max renown, or really, 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 really high renown. And I'm pretty sure they'll figure out a bunch of other ones. Because I do feel like sometime, at some point, we will have a boss rarity troop for every kingdom. It might be years from now, but I do feel like they're going to do that. Though I feel like they're going to start figuring out more ways of doing it, instead of just bringing them in through the season passes like they have been. Actually, Zugaf didn't come through season pass, but you know, Zugaf was just kind of there. The other one came through season pass. Yeah, epic Volkeys in the current state of the game is basically like 3 normal Volkeys. Not all the drops are exactly like that, but that's basically what his value is. It's like opening 3 Volkeys at once, kind of. Not exactly, but it's close as equivalent if you're comparing it to something. You're at 70 plus 18 plus 4. Oh, wow. That's a bit unlucky on epic Volkey, though. But the rest of those numbers, those are some solid numbers. I'm not sure if they're still 10 to 1. I am not 100% sure. I know they've tweaked it multiple times in the past what its drop rate is. And I am not 100% sure what its current rate is. There's a chance it might be closer to 1 in 15. And based on my drop rates all the previous weeks, it feels like 1 in 50. Gosh. But, yeah, I'm not sure if anyone has data mined it recently. I know they tweaked it multiple times in the past. So, since they don't post it anywhere in the game, I have not the slightest clue what its exact drop rate is. It's hard to tell, too, because it's so rare that it's hard to get a really big data pull for it. Oh, I took that because it was like, oh, I need to go kill the thing. But that didn't really help because it didn't actually hit him. Please, skull, where are you? Okay, fine, I'll kill it this way. Of course, as soon as I do that, I'll have a skull option. There we go. We'll go through about 1 or 2 more cycles, and I think it's Volkey opening time. Actually, I'll probably do it after this cycle. Let's just get opening. We have like 40 of them to open. See what juicy loot we get tonight. I'm opening every vault key we've gotten this weekend, plus like 20 or something. We're opening all the way down to 250. So however many vault keys that is. Which at this point, I'm pretty sure is a little over 40. Hopefully we get lucky. It takes like about 30 seconds for each one. Though it might take a little bit longer if we get good loot. To look at the good loot. Admire the good loot. Because battle itself takes like 30 seconds or so for each vault key. We'll end out the redeem code somewhere in there. Which I don't even have the redeem code thingy open right now. Let me go do that so we don't need to do it later. Open Sesame. Okay, it is now open. Let's see. I don't need that now. Up. Put that over. Put this bigger. There we go. Okay. Let's start opening these keys. We'll probably use the Creepy and Deaf version. Hey, we actually get to use Rowan during this event. I feel like we've barely been using Rowan, but it's finally time. So I don't need more copies of this pet, right? No. Magic bonus. Actually, technically, you actually get the max bonus at 2.75 on that one. Oh, yeah, I didn't do my dailies yet. We'll need to do that in a little bit, too. But let's go open our keys. We have quite a bit to open. We'll claim all of our pity, all 8 of them. And that brings us to a total of, if I could click correctly, 42 keys. Okay, let's see what we get. 42 vault keys. It's, obviously, we want to do max difficulty, so we get 20% extra. And let's go get the Rowan build out. Barely been using it this weekend. Doom Scythe as Archmagus, Rowan, Mirage Queen, Leprechaun. There's a couple different ways we could do this as well. This is generally my go-to one. Because if you get really lucky, you kind of just auto-win. I like trying for it. You need that little bit of purple, though. Trying to get it. It just does not want to give it to me. And now we just win. Oh, no. There's still an extra turn I didn't take. Whoops. Do I have alignment? No. Let me clear the board and hope we have alignment. Do we have alignment now? No. Yes, now we do. Okay, we won. We do that. Oh, no. Rowan! She got damaged. No. You know what? I might just use the true damage team. It's going to be less annoying to have to worry about in case it gets damaged from Charm. It's very rare that it does, though. Okay, first key's a dud. Though we got a gem key and 12 gems. Well, I guess we don't have too many copies of Damon Gnome, though. It doesn't really help because all those things are... You get like so few copies that it doesn't even matter. Hello, Anthony. Welcome. What are we doing? We're currently opening a bunch of vault keys from the weekend, as well as some extras that we had spare laying around. And hoping we can get good loot. We're also going to be handing out a redeem code soon for free loot within the game on PC Mobile. Gosh, another bad key, though we still got another 40 to open, so one of these is bound to have something good. Hopefully multiple. Do we have alignment? No. Is it still worth it? No. Just taking a single skull. Now we go for it. It's not aligned, but it's enough damage to get us the win, all for a win. Which is the main thing that matters. Once again, another dud. We just got pure gold, which isn't horrible. I guess we got 5 event keys too. I don't need event keys though. I'd much rather get gem keys. Yeah, we got pretty good luck this weekend overall. Not from these vault keys though. These vault keys have been pretty horrible so far. But our overall luck has been pretty good this weekend. I'm actually going to go for this. It's going to get enough of a burst that I think it's fine. Oh, we actually did turn off it. Nice. That's ideally how it goes. Use the Leprechaun. You already have everything good to go. Oh, we got a key. Oh, 5 gem keys. Now, that's what I want to see. And an orb. Is it a blue? Blue, blue, blue. Ah, purple. Purple's still good, though. It's not a blue, but still a good one. Oh, I don't want to deny yellow. I'm actually going to take the blue just so we can get the mana from it. It's not full mana there, though. We'll take the skull. I think it's full mana. We don't have any alignment right now. I'm going to hope he doesn't take this green. Oh, no, he just took the skull instead. Which is just as bad. Is that enough to kill? No, it is not. It's unfortunate. That is, though. But it creates a skull storm, so it actually makes it easier to do the follow-up. Here we go! Now, here's the loot we really want to see. Like, we want this to be every drop. Give us a major blue or power, please. Or major purple. Oh, that's still good. Not as good as blues, but can't really complain about a purple. As long as it's not a green or orange. So that's the best loot we've gotten so far. It's basically 675 gem value from how many gem key equivalent it has. Great to see. Still not what we really want to see, though, but it's still good. Going for a ruin here. Is that enough to kill? It is not. That's why you ruin second. Normally want to do the creeping death first. I mean the doom scythe, I mean. Yep, Volkey party. We're opening a lot of Volkeys. Nice! Now this is the other drop we really want to see. This helps us get mythics. 26 gem keys. Cedric has a 20 gem key drop, which with 20% goes to 24. It's not his best overall gem value, but this helps a lot with getting mythics whenever he does drop that. That's 26 0.1% chances. I need purple. We have alignment, so this is ideally what we want to see. We do this. He does that. Don't you agile? What are you doing double agiling? He just double agiled us. And because he did so, I don't have enough damage to kill him. No, he's dead though. Another dead key. Gosh, I hate these things. I don't know why this is part of the drop table. These comments are so annoying to get. It doesn't make any sense why they're part of the drop table at all. Especially only one copy. Like maybe 10 copies, given that they're common. Or if we would have made them epic, then one copy wouldn't have been as bad. That's a common. One copy is basically 0 copies. Let's see. I'll throw that down. Because you need 191 copies to max it. Without using orbs. Okay, we got the event key drop. I personally have more event keys than I could ever want to use. So I honestly like that 5 gem key more than the 18 event key. Even though the 18 event key is actually worth more than the 20 gem key. Or 24 gem key, oddly enough. I still prefer to have the gem keys. But that one's theoretically better if you actually do need event keys. The one that we just got. Ooh, this is really bad. It doesn't have any alignment right now. I'll take this and hope we have it. Perfect. And let's match. We won. Let's see what we get. Oh, yes. The good loot. And a gem key, even if this is bad. Come on. Blue power. Blue power. Blue! Nice. I did say the first blue orb or power, I would hand out the code. Okay, let's go hand out code. And now we'll keep opening them. We got the blue. Now if we could just find the power or more blues. Either or. Both very good. But that's the drop we want to see. It's the second most valuable drop in the entire drop table. The most valuable is a power. Off that same major orb. It's only 1% chance to get power, though. 15% for blue. But let me go get you guys the code. Let me go get the link to the page. One moment. So we put that there. We put that there. Put that over there. Why is it not refreshing? There it goes. Put that over there. Put that over there. And here you guys go. Here's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Let's copy paste some random numbers and letters starting with A, Z, C. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. It's basically like 2 gnome drops. Alright, there you guys go. And let's keep opening. We got 33 marquees to open, or possibly more if we find marquees within our keys. I'll see you, Barbara. I'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. I'll throw that down. We'll grab our... Do we have alignment here? Yes, we do. So we'll go for that. Do we have alignment on this? Good enough. We'll go for that. And that should be a match. Rolling just kills. Okay, normal orb. Ah, first bad orb. We were getting a pretty good streak there. 3 good orbs in a row, but it was a matter of time before we got a bad one. At least it was on the minor and not the major one. Oh, wait. That's not the win right now. Let's throw it out for now. Gosh, this board's so bad. This almost makes me want to use the other team, like the Spider Rogue team or something. Whenever the board is this bad. Gosh, this is also really bad. I'm actually going to do this just to set up into the following turn. So I'm going to do this. which seems like we're doing nothing, but he gives us alignment, which then ideally gives us for Wayne, and then we just went off of that. That should be enough damage. Oh, 18 event keys, nice. Okay, we'll go for that right there. Do we have anything else here? I need a purple, so we'll take that purple. Hope we have alignment. We do not, but it's enough damage that it won't matter. Oh wait, never mind, we do have alignment. Hold up. And let's match. Oh, to get. Come on, good loot. I know you're out there. Ah, nope, nothing good. Well, I guess we have 6 gems. It's not too good, though. I would say the average value of a vault key is about 80 gems. So I said that prior to 20% bonus. So I guess a vault key is worth about 100 gems on average. Though we've already hit over 100 gem value. Because a major blue is worth 1,500 or so gems. And major purple is worth 675. So between those, we've already way overhit the value. But I would say about 100, I guess, in the current state of the game is about how much a vault key is worth. About 100 gems. Can I please get purple? Why is there no purple on this board? Is that enough to kill? I believe that's short. I'm pretty sure that is short. A lot short, actually. Oh, yeah, because we didn't even cast a thing yet. Because we can't get mana. Where's all of our mana? There we go. This is a really bad cat. Oh, wait. I didn't even get purple because... Oh, no. It's blocking my thing now. My leprechaun's blocking my purple now because he moved it. Ooh, that's a really bad move. Obviously, we had no control over it. Plus, the thing got hit. You know what? We might just switch to the rogue team. The consistency of it... even though this thing can get, like, a max quicker speed, I just feel like the consistency of the other teams is going to be better for us. So we don't get unlucky like that. Oh no, our loot was unlucky too. But yeah, let's just use the rogue team. Use this magic as well, so we don't need to change anything else. The Night Spider. The only problem with this is no empower, so it has a bit of a slow start, but once it gets going, it just auto wins. So now we kind of just win already. The consistency of this team is much higher. I believe it's slightly slower. That's never going to fail us. There we go. Nice, 24 gem key with 12 extra gems. And we still got 28 keys to go. Math. Let's see, we'll take a purple there. That gives us full mana, luckily, because we surged on it. Should probably rope dart first. Hopefully I hit a skull there. No skull. We'll do this again. Does this actually hit the gap? I believe it does. Yes, it does. Good. Forgot if it did or not. But yes, it does hit through gaps. Ah, another bad key. Stop giving us the commons. They're like the worst. The absolute worst. We already have all of them. We don't need more. Oh, we didn't get Surge, but we should be good to go from here. Also, this seemed like another thing that was going to potentially be so broken that it needed to get nerfed. And look, this never got nerfed. I think that's just the new meta now, is they're just power creeping again. They like power creeping. Though, them power creeping with something like Iron Hawk is actually a good thing. Because it makes resource farming quicker. Instead of just something that's really annoying in PvP or something. It's actually helpful. Oh, we just killed it off of... I have no clue what. It died off of something there. Oh, nice! That's what we want to see. His best drop, or potentially best drop. Come on, please. Blue or power. Blue or power. Purple too. Oh, no! We got the first bad major. We got the orange. Hate to see it. But it's more likely that we get a bad drop than a good drop. Our luck has ran out. We finally got a bad major. Because that major has a chance of being all the best loot within the drop table. Major blue, major purple, and power are all the best drops. All three of them underneath the major orb. I'm not sure we're going to get a power today. I sure hope we would. The chance is obviously very low. It's 1% per major that we'd get it. Oh, no. We're getting both the bad drops. No. Well, we still got 25 more. It's really unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Hey, no problem for the code, everyone. I think we used up all of our luck already. Hopefully it'll turn around. Oh, that worked out pretty well. Normal orb. Unfortunately, no power orb chance off of the normal one, but there's still blue and purple chance nonetheless. And that was very much neither of those two things. But yeah, you can't get a power from the standard orb. But blue and purple's still there, of course. I'm gonna go for it again, just so we can do this. Because I think it's just better going for this hit at this point. Slightly quicker than trying to rope dart twice. Oh, nice. Another one, please. Come on. I need the 3 good ones. No! Gosh, that's like 4 orbs in a row. All bad. That's not nice. Oh yeah, the thing might have died to bleed earlier. I forgot about that. We do 10 damage per turn. We got a Valky in our Valky. Sadly, this normal Gnome's Valky drop is better than the Cedric drop. That's pretty sad. But yes, occasionally you can get a Valky in your Valky. It's very low chance, but you can also get an epic Valky in your Valky. But yeah, you can get Valky drops in your Valky drops. I believe the chance for it's slightly lower compared to your normal chance at a different location, or, you know, if you're just farming. But, yeah, so it is possible you have Valky in your Valky. And there's a small chance it will be an epic Valky instead of a standard one. But basically, the loot that you get from your chest is basically free when you do that. Because you literally just got the key back. I still find it funny when games drop the key for a location. And literally just lets you roll it again. I guess it's a fun drop to have. Because if you were planning on doing, like, 10 or 15 of, like, a certain thing in a game. And then the game's like, oh, here, have an extra 2 or something. It's kind of cool. You got more drops than you thought you would have. Still will find it kind of funny, though. That you can get the exact thing that you need to open something inside the thing. Oh, so I could have literally just passed my turn. He was bled enough to just die there. Oh, another pretty dead key. Well, 5 gem keys. I don't know. You can't really complain too much about 5 gem keys. Like, overall, compared to the loot that you could get from this, is pretty bad. But 5 gem keys is still not horrible. I'm just gonna go for the final hit thing. Actually, I could just pass my turn at this point and he wins. Oh, never mind. Not now. After that resummon, we can't. Otherwise, Bled would have just killed earlier if he didn't get that summon, like they just did. That's why it was the only thing left. Nice, another major. That's got 3 Celestial. Oh, and 6 diamonds. Oh, so we haven't hit the single 50 diamond drop, which is technically a 60 diamond drop. But I don't mind if you just keep giving us majors. That's what we want to see, major orbs. Ideally, good major orbs. That is very much not a good major orb, though. We're on a 5 orb dry streak right now. 5 orbs in a row have all been bad orbs. Though we got a major blue and a major purple so far, so not completely horrible. We're about at drop rate, actually, right now, as far as the drop rate for everything. If only we can get that 1% power. Though we definitely didn't get 100 orbs yet. We've gotten, what, 6 major orbs, I believe, so far? 7? I lost count. We'd have to get upwards of 100 to have a good chance of getting a power from one of them. Oh, what am I doing? I could literally just end my turn. Dead. Just let bleed kill it. Wow, we got another one. Come on, blue, purple, power. That is none of those three things. That's 6 orbs in a row, all bad. Did I already say 6? Is that 7 now? I'm losing track. It's a lot of bad orbs in a row. We're gonna get at least one more good one, hopefully. So if we get a single power, it doesn't even matter what every other drop was. That alone made it worth it. But even without a power, another blue would still be nice. I'd be happy with just another blue. If that was the only other good drop we get, I'd be pretty happy with what we got so far. If we get at least one more major blue or 2 more major purples, either or. Well, the major blue is probably a bit better. Oh, we got a Cedric. We have not gotten Heart of Rage, oddly enough. Heart of Rage is in the Valkyrie drop table if you don't have a copy of it yet. It's used to craft Enraged Karendera. Of course, you did get a copy of it during the first season. However, if you didn't end up picking it up then or you're playing free-to-play, it is in the Valkyrie drop table. It's pretty rare, though. It's more rare than Cedric. But he is in the drop table. Very rare, but he is there. We haven't gotten one today from all these keys, but he is in there. Oh, the lucky Clovis. Another bad key. He keeps giving us gold. If nothing else, we're going to have so much gold. We'll have a lot of gold to donate next week. Do I feel any wiser from all the wisdom orbs? No. How am I doing? Pretty good. We're opening a bunch of keys. Full keys. And trying to get lucky. So far, we started really lucky, and then we got very unlucky. And we're currently in that very unlucky phase. Hopefully, it'll turn around. And is that dead? Kind of. If we do, I should have done the other thing, so we could have ended our turn. There we go. If I would, I keep forgetting he's even there. The guy in last slot. Another major. Come on, blue, purple, power. Nice, purple. The worst one of the 3, but still an insanely good drop compared to green or orange. Green and orange basically have no value to me at all. Purple 675. Blue's a blue. Power's a power. Blue, major blue is basically 4 blue orbs. And power is 12 blue orbs. Basically what it comes down to. So my team got positioned so weirdly. I'm losing track of where everyone is. Does that match? No. Still have to hit him one more time. Lead will not be enough. That will be. Another major. Gosh, we're doing really good on majors. Though the drops from them could be a bit better. Another orange. Come on, I want to see a power today. Let's max out our luck stat tonight. We're way above drop rate on the very first power we ever got. I think within like 20 orbs we got our first power. I just realized I can't kill with the other thing right now unless I move him to first slot. Because if I use Mother of Darkness while the other thing was in last, it wouldn't have hit it. Well, it can go through gaps. It won't go from... If you target fourth, it won't retroactively target whatever's in first. It specifically has to be below. Oh, nice. A blue off of a minor. Be better if it was off of a major, but can't complain about a blue. A blue is still worth 1 blue, even though a major blue is worth 4 blues. Can we get mana, please? Mana? Thank you. Oh, so we always have to weaken it just to make sure it's in kill range. Oh, and now we can't. Gosh, I love this team. Another major. Gosh, what's the major drop rate? We're getting more majors than minors. Nice, another purple. Gosh, is that our 3rd or 4th major purple now? We got 1 major blue and I believe 3 major purples. That's a lot of loot. That's over 2,000 gem value in just purples. Like, just the purples we've gotten is basically the value of the vault keys. Not even counting the rest of the loot we got. I guess it's because we're using a purple team. We're channeling all the purples. Though, we're channeling blues, too. Why aren't we getting majors? I mean, why aren't we getting the blues? We're creating a bunch of blue and purple. You know what? We should always use this team for this. Just because it's kind of funny. Because we're creating a bunch of blue and purple to try to get blues and purples. I think we need to use this team for now on. Just for that reason. Because it creates blue and purple as we're hunting for blue and purple orbs. Ah, we gotta use the Stroop again. Gosh, that whole key is completely bad. It's less than a soul gnome. This whole key is worth less loot than the worst loot on a soul gnome. That was a horrible key. Do that. Still need to drag him to first. Should get full mana for both of them right here, or not. Please let me cast. There we go. Oh, that was already enough to kill. We had a lot of purples on the board for boost ratio then. We got basically one soul gnome of souls and a something orb. Purple, okay. Small purple. I think this is our first small purple, isn't it? Got 3 majors so far. We got more major purples than small purples. I feel like in general we're getting more majors than smalls. Not sure what the exact drop rate is on them compared to major versus small. It definitely feels like we're getting more majors. Trying to get a purple off of Sky. It did not work. Every mana I need to go get Spider up is nowhere to be found. There we go. Now we got purple. I'm going to take it just to make sure Rope Dart doesn't do something weird. Okay, now we get all the free greens we'd ever need. Now that we don't need them anymore. Wonderful. Gosh, this whole board's been horrifically bad. Hopefully Spider can start getting our loop going. A little short, but we can literally just pass our turn and he dies. It's actually quicker than doing our turn. 60 diamonds. Oddly enough, this is the first time I got the diamond drop. I don't need it. But, yeah, you can get a 50 diamond drop, which converts to 60 because it's 20%. Okay, we got 11 more keys. Or 12 if we find another key from a key. We only found 1 key from a key so far. It seems relatively rare. Definitely rarer than a normal battle to find a key in your keys, but it's possible. There's a small chance. We only got 1 this time, though. Which is still more than we normally see. Normally, if we open a bunch of keys, we actually don't see a single one ever. Normally. Because it's definitely a lower chancing compared to a normal area. That's basically match. I think Rope Dart at this point actually kill. And then we just pass our turn and he's dead. Oh, another normal orb, and oh, it's a purple with 1 gem key. Not too bad. Like, that's still good value. Like, that's still above average vault key value. Getting that as a drop. It's far from what we could potentially be getting. It's still not a bad drop. Gosh, the charm is very annoying. Mostly because it makes where I need to click different. That's like the only annoying part about it, actually. Like every other aspect doesn't really do too much. But the fact that it makes us have to click at different locations just feels weird. Oh wait, I can't do it now. I gotta go for Rope Dart because that died. I was gonna target it, but then he died. Which made it so we can't because he is stealthy. I think as a 100's mark, we get that double damage skull. Another normal orb with 2 diamonds. Oh, blue though, nice. That's what we want to see. Come on, do that for the majors. Make all the small ones on the... put all the bad orbs on the small ones, and put all the good ones on the big ones. And it'll be good to go. So we're running out of keys. I think we're on the final 10. Or less. And then we'll hand out the gems to the guild. Alright, I'm just gonna do another Mother of Darkness. That should be a match. And now we just pass our turn. Or that. That works too. Random Skull is also fine. I found another Cedric. No Heart of Rage though. I still need more Heart of Rage just to max it though. I might just use a blue orb for it. Alright, 8 more keys unless we find more. Though we might find some more this stream. And if we do find more, we'll open them as long as they're not epic vault keys. Normal vault keys will open. Gonna be hoarding all of our epics for now on. Just in case they do something with it in the future. It's very unlikely that they will. But it's not impossible that they would. And that's match. I'll just take a skull and it passes our turn and they eyes to bleed. Or we'll do that, I guess. Because it doesn't want us to lose our turn. Okay, please. Power, 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 power. No, that's the exact opposite of a power. Come on, I want to see one more good major orb. Even if it's a purple, though I prefer a blue. Or power. I want to see one more good major, though, regardless of what it is. Anything that isn't a green or orange major. So many extra turns. This is still my favorite PvP team in the game, by the way. What we're using right now. Another Cedric. Gosh, we'd almost have Cedric max at this rate. I think we've gotten like 3 or 4 Cedrics already. No Heart of Rage, though. Heart of Rage is very elusive. I think it's like 4 times or 5 times rarer than the Cedric in the drop table. Even though they're both a rare. I mean, a legend, I mean. Also, can you give us purple? Thank you. And now we pretty much just auto-win. That's match. We just pass our turn now. What do we have? A normal orb? A green? Oh. Not even going to give us a good orb off the small one. But maybe that's a good sign that we're going to get a good one off the major now. You know what? We might just keep opening keys till we get a major orb if we don't get one within 5. I want to see what our next major is going to be. Even if we don't get it within that range. So hopefully we'll get it within the 5. I want to see at least one more drop. Because major is the best loot out of anything. Well, you know. The things that could potentially be gotten from a major are the best loot. Obviously green and orange, not so much. Oh, yeah, he's poisoned. I forgot about that. I could just pass. I'm trying to pass my turn, but I keep taking extra turns on accident. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got it. So we don't need to open any extra keys. Okay, this is the one. I'm calling it now. This is a power or a blue. 100%. That's still a good one. Gosh, it really does not want to give us power or blue. Well, we got one blue at least. But that's our 4th major purple. But still good. Those 4 major purples alone was worth it. Even if you don't get any of the other loot. Also, I haven't ever used a major purple once, though, which is kind of funny. Even though I kind of want to see major purples. I haven't used a single one ever. I used one minor once for a video just to show what it did. And I've literally never used a major. We have so much orb value right now that we could potentially use. I can solo 40,000, I think 3 to 4 weeks in a row. I have that many. Possibly even more. We have such a ridiculously high amount of purples that we've never bothered using ever. Normally what you use them for is mythics, but we kind of have every mythic in the game, so we haven't needed to. Gosh, we literally would have Cedric farmed to max by this event. We've gotten 4. Pretty sure that's the 4 for 5th. I think it might be 4. Okay, 3 more keys unless we get a key from a key. Hopefully we get at least one more good drop. Though the purple one was the last major one that I kind of wanted, but hey, we can get greedy. Maybe we'll get one more. Watch the very last key be a power. I still have my hopes. There's still a chance. A very ridiculously low chance, but a chance nonetheless. It is very much a non-zero chance. I didn't even see what that loot was. I was looking over our chat to read the thing. What did we get? It was some amount of diamonds. I think we got diamond drop. Yeah, we got 60 diamonds with some gem keys. Nice. Was it 1 gem key or 4? Or technically it would be 5 then. It was 1, I think. Yeah, it was only 1. So that's basically a dead key for me. I don't need diamonds. Honestly, diamonds are about as dead of a drop to me as a green orb is. Or orange. Unless they had something else to use diamonds for. They're basically like trait stones. Where there's nothing to use them on at a certain point. At least in the current state of the game. Alright, rope dart that. Throw this down. And step. Okay. This is the last chance we get for something good. Because it's very unlikely next key will have anything of value. Let's see what we get. This is the power. We did it! Nice! We got 2 major blues. Nice. Wait, are we out of keys? Do we have 1 left or was that all of them? Oh, never mind. We still have 1 left. We can open 1 more. So it's not going to pass that. Literally only 1 drop is better and some power. The chance we top that is exceedingly unlikely. So who knows? Maybe we could tie it. Let's see another blue. Major blue. Let's see. I'll take that. Nice. So that means we got pretty good loot. 4 major purples, 2 major blues. Everything else, not necessarily irrelevant, but relative to those drops is kind of irrelevant. Just because those drops are obviously the main loot. Everything else combined is like 1 or 2 major purples or 1 single major blue. That's pretty much. Like if you took literally every drop that we got that wasn't the 4 major purples or the 2 major blues, they equal either 1 major blue or 2 major purples. That is how valuable those drops are relative to everything that we got. But that single major blue is basically worth everything else combined, not counting the blues and purples. What do we get? And yeah, I had a feeling our final key would be a dead key. It's hard to top a major blue. Oh, and here's the redeem code we handed out earlier. Right, there we go. We're still not done farming, though. We'll farm a little bit more. I need to make sure I hit 3,000 trophies. Because it would look pretty bad if we tell our guild to go do so and we don't hit it. However, let me go and hand out gems. So right now we are going to... I was going to hand it out to everyone who got more trophies than me. But apparently everyone who got more trophies than me also hit 3,000. So, yay. Because if someone was just above me right now, I was also going to give it to them. However, everyone above me is also at 3,000. So it kind of works out. So as we initially said at the beginning of this week, or at the beginning of this weekend, we'll hand out 25 gems to everyone. And 50 gems to first place. And I believe Azala was also doing some amount of that. I think for the top 3, I'm not sure. But, yeah. And this might be a regular thing, too. I won't be able to support it every single time, though. Because we were basically about to run out of gifts now. Also, Isabel said I didn't need to give her one. Though I still might do it. Though we're kind of low, so I might actually keep her on that. Though I've given Isabel quite a bit in the past. Actually, probably out of anyone in the guild, we've probably given Isabel the most. Isabel and Azala, probably. Okay, let's go give out all the things. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is sorted by trophy. Is this not by trophy? Yeah, it's by trophy. I thought I clicked the wrong one for a second, but no, that's by trophy. That is definitely sorted by trophy. Okay, let's go do the thingies. Let's see. So Stardust gets 2. Let me double check. That is first, right? Yeah. So we'll give Stardust 2. Here's your gems. Here's your gems. We'll give 1 to Nexus. There we go. 1 to Shroom. We're gonna run out of gifts. 1 to Isabel. You can't stop me. There we go. Give 1 to Isabel. 1 to Jen. Make sure I don't accidentally give it to the same person again. Because it moves it back to the top every time. 1 to Mustaine. 1 to Addict. Let's see. 1 to Mitz North. One to Azala. We're gonna run out of gifts. This is why we can't do this every single week. Or even every single month. Because if I don't want to spend money on these, we're never gonna have enough gifts to do so unless we get really lucky. Oh, who did I just give it to? I didn't say their name aloud, so now I completely lost track. I believe we're at David S something. Yeah, David S Pumpkins. So now we're at Cookie and then Jeff, and that's every last one. And it kind of has to be because I literally only have one left at that point. So we got really close to running out. If I gave one to myself, which is literally impossible, we'd have exact. If I hit 3,000 and somehow gave it to myself, that's impossible to do though. You can't gift these to yourself. You can only give it to other people. I didn't give it to Jeff yet, right? I don't think I did Jeff, right? Let me double check. Otherwise, Jeff might be getting 2 gifts, so that's not too big a deal. Did I not do Jeff? No, I just did Cookie. So yeah, Jeff is next. And that's the last one. And then we give one to Jeff. And that's everyone in the guild who got 3,000 and above. And of course, next year first Stardust. There we go. I did my part. And now we're out. That's every last gift we have except one. There we go. Okay, anyways, let's keep farming a little bit. Hopefully we'll get another Volkey or 2 to go open. I need to get at least 3,000 trophies so it doesn't look bad. That we told our guild to go do 3,000 and we don't even do 3,000. Oh, I'm using the wrong team. No. So the rest of the stream we're basically just going to farm to 3,000 trophies, which is a couple hundred more battles then. So we'll do that. Get our last bit of grinding for the events. Beazala, if you want to do that on a regular basis, feel free. Or if anyone in my guild wants to hold trophy competitions, it is greatly appreciated. I will very rarely be able to help with that though, because I personally don't like, or I try to minimize how much money we spend on the game. So I generally don't buy the gift thingies. But I always get them whenever I have them for free. So whatever I get from those I can hand out. The only problem is they only occur like once or twice a month. So you don't get too many for free. It also requires VIP 6. Though once you have VIP 6, you can start getting them ever so slowly for free. I wish there was a way you could just mass buy them. Like there is, but you get a lot of stuff with it that makes the price more inflated. There's never an offer just to like only buy the gifts. There was once during a holiday season at one point, I think around Christmas time, which was really good value actually. But I believe that was literally the only time, like once during Christmas. Where pretty much the only loot was just like 1 billion gifts. Well, not literally 1 billion, I forgot how many it was, but it was really good value for whatever it was. I didn't get it personally though. But they're good to hand out for the guild. They're nice little motivators for a little bit extra gems. Obviously not a lot of gems compared to how many gems you could be getting from some things in the game, particularly in end game. Yeah, they're more than nothing. I wish you could just convert your gems, like wrap up your gems and do it. Like wrap up 30 gems as a 25 gem gift. With a 5 gem gifting fee. They're never going to do that though because they like making money from people who do the gifting thing. But I wish that was a function. Wrap 25 gems for 30 gems. Yeah, it was a lot of fun grinding for it. Trophy competitions are always fun. And we were able to take top 25 with it, which was pretty cool. Or retake top 25, I should say. We were already top 25 before and then fell under, but we took it back. I'm not sure if we're ever going to push for top 10. But hey, if we do enough trophy competitions, who knows? Definitely should try aiming for top 20 though, because that will guarantee we never fall below 25 again. Top 10 would be a long-term goal. Not sure if we're going to try aiming for it. Obviously, that takes a lot of trophies. I think it's like a 3 million trophy gap right now or something. Let me double check. Let's see. 6.7 million? Oh no, it's actually a bit lower of a gap than I thought. 6.7? Obviously they're gaining trophies constantly, but it's a 1.4 million gap. It's a bit smaller of a gap than I thought for top 10. Top 5 gap is that large. But top 10 actually isn't as large as I thought it was. It's 1.4 million. Though it's way more than 1.4 million because obviously that guild isn't gaining 0 trophies. It's obviously gaining trophies over time. So you'd have to do 1.4 million plus whatever rate they're currently doing to actually pass them. Yeah, we definitely should aim for top 20. If we aim for top 10, that's definitely a long-term goal. That would take like a year. It will be like 2023. Plus, some people in the guild might be playing Puzzle Quest 3. Actually, that might happen for a lot of guilds. Like, initially when Puzzle Quest 3 comes out, people playing Gems of War is going to go down a little bit for a short duration. Because the first month Puzzle Quest 3 comes out, everyone's going to try it. And obviously some people are going to stick with it, and then they're going to be doing Puzzle Quest 3 and Gems of War simultaneously. I don't think anyone would quit Gems of War just to play Puzzle Quest 3, though. Like, they'd play both. I highly doubt there would anyone, when Puzzle Quest 3 comes out, who would quit Gems of War. That is exceedingly unlikely. But there's definitely people who would split the time between the two. Also, if Puzzle Quest 3 has guilds, we will be starting a guild by the same name. And the first people are welcome, or is everyone already in the guild? If anyone else is interested in Puzzle Quest 3, let me know as well. Because I highly doubt everyone from my current guild is going to go to Puzzle Quest 3 to try it out. Plus, guild sizes might be different. Who knows, it might be even larger in that game. Or smaller. If we even have guilds in that game. I feel like they would, though. We still need more info on it. They haven't given us any info at all. Like, the devs were on, like, one stream, and they were kind of discussing some future stuff with Gems of War, which is how we knew about future kingdoms and stuff like that. But they mentioned almost, like, nothing about Puzzle Quest 3 when they were doing so. Other than very vague stuff. It doesn't help us really understand what on earth it is. As far as, like, gameplay and such. Though it is very likely they're taking the Puzzle Quest 2 model for gameplay and just expanding upon it and monetizing it like crazy since it's free to play. But if anyone has any questions or anything else you want me to go over, let me know. Because most rest of streamers are going to be grinding a couple hundred gnomes and then using whatever keys we get, not counting epic vault keys. And if you still want to farm the vault event, you still got time. We still got 3.5 hours. Sorry, 4.5 hours. Still time left. We'll probably go another half an hour or so. Pretty sure we can hit the last of our trophies within then. Is he already made you promise to learn the game? It should be pretty fun. Puzzle Quest 1 and 2 were really good, particularly Puzzle Quest 1. Puzzle Quest 2 did a lot of interesting things. But, I don't know. I definitely didn't care for it as much compared to the first one. Like, a lot of it, the parts of it were cool concepts. But as a coherent combination, it didn't really go together too well compared to what it could be. So hopefully in Puzzle Quest 3 they expand upon it to its perfect form. Because they've had a lot of time since then to really do so. Puzzle Quest 2, I believe, was 2012 release? I actually completely forget the year. It's been a while. It's basically been a decade. Obviously they made Gems of War in that time, though. As far as like a Puzzle Quest game, it's been a decade since they made one. You just got Possessed King for the first time. Nice, congrats. It's a great mana accumulator to have. I feel like I use it a lot less than some people use it. Some people, like, absolutely adore the Possessed King. I still do not find its value often. Like, its explosion's really good. But beyond that, I don't know. That's like its only thing that it does super good, is its final trait. Everything else about it is pretty clunky. So it looks like we're going to gain another level. Hey, that's exactly what I said. I said we'd gain level 1,622 by the end of this weekend. And I was correct, because we're definitely going to reach it before the end of the stream. As we're heading for 3,000 trophies. We can't not. That'd be kind of sad if we set a goal for our guild to do it and we don't even do it ourselves. Must go get 3,000. But yeah, tomorrow night we're going to be going over two main things. Obviously the tasks, and I guess the mythic one more time. Obviously we covered a video on it right before the stream. But obviously it's going to be pretty relevant tomorrow since that's when most people are getting it. Since most people don't buy the bigger pass. But yeah, it's kind of nice being able to cover it a whole day early. Theoretically we could have covered it a week early, but I delayed it till Sunday just because it seemed like it'd be a better fit. Since like 80% of the people in the game are going to get it specifically tomorrow and not the previous Monday. So this makes more sense. You know, as far as people getting it. Obviously not everyone in the game bothers with the pass. I actually wish we had data on that. I know they would never share that data ever. But I'm really curious what percent of the game actually buys the pass. We can somewhat infer based on like what percent of people complete out all tasks, because generally if you're buying the pass you're at least completing out all tasks on the thing. However, that's not too accurate. Also, the other problem with that is it only tracks the percent of people for achievements tracks everyone who's ever downloaded the game rather than active user base, because obviously those are two completely different things. Like if something says 5% on that doesn't mean 5% of the player base has done it as far as active player base, because it counts everyone who's literally ever downloaded the game, including all accounts and stuff like that, as well as everyone who's already quit the game or doing other things and other such. So that number is really inaccurate. Hello, John. Just wondering if you had any ideas offhand of what the easiest factions to pure without potions. Generally, any with instant kill or summon are the ones. So basically, anything that has summon and anything that has an instant kill option. So these are things like Crypt, All-Seeing Eye, Thorns, I mean Primal Rifts. Why do I call it Thorns? Probably because that annoying Thorn perk that's on the area. What are the ones? There's several others. But basically any of them that can summon or have instant kill. Oh, Stone Song Airy. Oddly enough, there's actually one that doesn't fit that mold that actually does do it as well. I forget the one. That one that has that blue-yellow rare with true damage. I completely forget where it's from. But that thing has 65% score reduction and gains life, and it can actually be done without potions with enough stats. Theoretically, every single faction can be done with enough stats, but realistically, the ones with a revive and instant kills are the main ones you want to look for to be able to complete them without potions. Though you still normally need a decent amount of base stats to do it potionless. Okay, I believe we need about 200 trophies right now. Let's go do a trophy check. We need... yep, 242. Let's get at it. Let's keep going. We're not stopping until that number says 3,000 or higher. Hopefully we'll get another vault key or two along the way. We're definitely going to gain a level. To the exact level I said we would be. Level 1,622 by the end of the weekend, which is exactly what we'll be at. Oh, no, nice. Anything good in him? Nope. Hello, CeeLo! Welcome! We just did a lot of things. Went over all the weekly spoilers. We opened a bunch of vault keys. We got a lot of good loot. The main loot was 4 major purples and 2 major blues, among several other things. Obviously, the major orbs, and if we got a power, would be the main loots. We didn't get a power, though. Unfortunately. Obviously, the chance of it's pretty low. But yeah, 4 major purples, 2 major blues from about 40 keys. I think we opened about 40 or so. Which is definitely pretty good. Anything from this glory gnome? Average amount of glory. Still good. Any glory gnome's a good gnome. How's that new mythic? Mythic's pretty good. We just covered a video on it, if you didn't catch it yet. We posted it right before the stream. But, yeah, we'll be messing around with it a little bit more tomorrow night, though that'll probably be the last time we'll use it tomorrow night. Because that's the day it technically comes out. But, it's decent. It's about B tier, maybe A tier. It's not as good as some infinite loops within the game, which is his biggest problem, because why use that when you can just use a better loop? It's good for Green Guild War, if nothing else. You can build some pretty solid green teams out of it. Aside from that, it's a fun troop to use. It is really fun. It has a strategy that's rather unique to it that no other troop perfectly mimics. So, it has that kind of aspect to it. So it's fun to mess around with, because it's a play style that you don't currently have within the game, technically. Like, there's some things that somewhat function like it, but not exactly the same. Like Snowy Owl and such, but they're not exactly the same. Oh, nice, another Volkey. Oh, we gotta go open that. But it's definitely a lot of fun to use, if nothing else. It's mostly just a PvP troop to mess around with. Just to have fun with. I don't feel like it's viably going to be used for anything other than maybe Green Guild War. You could theoretically run it for Explore 12, but I'm pretty sure there's plenty of stuff that's better. And given that's a mythic, it's a pretty expensive thing to go for just to run Explore 12 compared to other options. Plus, I don't even think it's probably one of the better options. Like, you'd be almost better just going Truffle Loop at that point. There's 4 release dates for it. It comes out, if you pay money, there's 2 release dates that are earlier. If you don't pay money, there's 2 release dates that are like months from now. But every Season Pass Mythic has 4 release dates. The first one was last Monday when we got it, which if you spend $25 and get the bigger pass or whatever your currency equivalency is, you end up getting it last week on Monday. The way that most people get it will be tomorrow off the $10 pass. And you'll be able to get it tomorrow if you complete out every single task for chapter 10, season 3. And the 2 free-to-play ways to get it is the next Suncrest event after tomorrow, or next week's Suncrest event. So not next week, but whenever Suncrest is an event that occurs after the next week's event, it'll end up having, you'll be able to get it through event keys then, but not next week. Don't open it for that. Oh, nice, we got another Vault Key. And the other time that you'll be able to get it free to play is whenever it shows up in Soulforge. Season 2 still hasn't occurred in Soulforge. However, Season 1 has rolled around into Soulforge. So Season 3 eventually will. However, that will be months upon months from now. But if you're playing free to play, expect it by, like, September. It'll be a while. Like, September at the earliest. It could be even longer than that. But it comes out tomorrow if you pay $10 and complete out the tasks. It's a bit money locked. But unlike some season passes, it's luckily obtainable at a later point. It's always annoying in some games where the season pass stuff never comes back again. But everything in Gems of War that's in the season pass can be accumulated at a later time. The only exception to this currently is we have not had any of the pets cycle back. Any of the pets that came in through the season pass have yet to be reobtainable through any means yet. So I'm not sure when or if they're even going to do that. They initially said they were going to do so like a couple months after the campaign, and then we never had one yet. So I'm not sure what's up with them. Maybe they're waiting a whole year. Who knows? Maybe they're never coming. I'm not sure what's up with those. But that's currently the only thing. that has not come back from season passes are the pets. But everything else has been reobtainable at a later point. Long stream today? Yes. We're farming to 3,000 trophies. We're also doing a bunch of other stuff like opening a bunch of vault keys and getting a bunch of good loot and handing out gems for everyone in our guild farming trophies because we set a goal for that this weekend. Yeah, we're basically just farming to 3,000 trophies right now, then opening every vault key we've gotten along the way. We already opened 40-something earlier. I think we've gotten 2 since then, so we're opening another 2 at the end. And however more we get by then. Well, we got about 230 trophies to go. So we're going to keep farming till we hit it. And if anyone else still wants to farm the event, still got time. Oh gosh, we had 2 people that were outside of kill range this battle. Luckily it died pretty quick. But the event still has 4 hours left. Nice! Another vault key. Wow, we were doing really good so far. Within like 20 minutes, we've hit 3 vault keys. Why can't we be lucky like constantly this entire time? That's pretty solid. 18-8-2. That's a pretty successful vault weekend. I am perfectly happy with our overall loot. Yeah, the highest trophy in my guild, I believe, was 8,200. Done by Stardust. I wonder if he's going to try to hit over 9,000. So I can say over 9,000! I'll go check after this. We gave him 50 gems. And I believe Zala also matched it. So we got 100 gems for making first. I believe Isabel gave the 4th, 5th, and 6th. So basically, first place got... First place, we gave 100 gems to. Oh, he did get over 9,000. He got over 9,000! There we go. It's over 9,000! But, yeah, I got over 9,000. But, yeah, we gave Stardust 100 gems. Nexus Room and Isabel? I think got extra. Oh, wait, no. It would have been for these 2 then. So Stardust got 100. Nexus and Shroom got 50. Oh, yeah, so yeah, Nexus, Shroom, Jen, and Mustaine would all got 50 then. I still gave Isabel her 25, though she can't give her extra 25 to herself. Unless she also gave it to Addict, since she was one of those positions. Not sure. Yep. He got over 9,000. I wonder if he's going for 10,000 now. Though over 9,000 is a perfectly fine number to stop at. Trophies are somewhat game played. However, there are ways to gain more than 1 trophy per battle. Some areas do give more than 1. For example, ranked PvP, there are battles that give 2 and 3. Also, Explore. Explore 5 to 9, I believe it is, gives 2 trophies. I know it starts at 5. I forget when the cutoff is. And then I believe at around 9 or 10 or higher, you get 3 trophies. So whenever you do an Explore 12 grinding, you're basically getting 3 trophies each time. And where you're doing Phoenicia Quick Kill, you're getting 2 trophies each time. Which, honestly, Phoenicia Quick Kill might ever so slightly still be more trophies than this. Even though it's half the speed, it would still kind of be gaining more trophies. Because it's slightly quicker than half the speed. Which would technically mean there's a good chance the Phoenicia build is actually slightly more trophies than this build. But this build's a lot less annoying to use. Oh yeah, you can also get 50 immediately from Arena, bursted. Which also comes out to, if you have VIP 6 or 5, whatever it is that you need for the free Arena battle. Actually, I believe it was VIP 4. If you have VIP 4, Arena only requires 5 battles. Which theoretically means Arena is 10 trophies per battle. Which makes it the highest trophy rate relative to battle in the entire game. But yeah, back in the day, trophies used to not be on every battle. But they realized people were farming in so many different locations within the game that about a year ago, they basically made everything drop trophies. So that it better shows progress. Because there were a lot of instances where people would be farming non-trophy areas. So even though they might have been playing for like 50 hours on a given week, their guild status would show they only have a couple hundred trophies because they weren't really doing many of the trophy-related locations like PvP and Arena, which were the main 2 ways of getting them for the longest of times. But now they're literally everywhere. So if you're farming something like Explore for dozens of hours in a given week. Instead of it just showing a couple hundred trophies, it now shows thousands. Which is a really nice addition to the game. Though it drastically increased the rate at which you get trophies, because now literally everything gives it to you. I don't think there's a single battle within the game that doesn't give you trophies as a result. I think even quest battles give you trophies. Though those might actually not. I'm actually not sure, because I already had all the quests done when that became a feature. I'd assume so, because pretty much every battle does. I can't think of a single one that doesn't. Treasure hunt's not a battle, though. So that doesn't count as a battle. Same reason why it doesn't give XP. It's a battle of wits. But yeah, it's not a battle in the sense that you're actually battling, though. The same reason it doesn't give trophies, the same reason why it doesn't give XP. I really hope we get the treasure hunt rework this year. They were planning on doing it last year, but then they never got around to it. But I really hope they can get it this year. Who knows, maybe it's even next patch. I highly doubt it, because if they're doing the treasure hunt rework, they probably want to beta test it. But they don't always test every feature. Well, it's my favorite team, cosmetic only. No abilities or cast involved. It would probably be all dragons. What exactly, I don't know. I really like the art for the troop we get tomorrow. It has some really cool art. When I was making the thumbnail for it, I really appreciated like how amazing the art actually looks. Like, it already looked cool, but when I saw it for the thumbnail, I was like, oh yeah, it looks amazing. But the art for the current mythics actually like top 10 probably in the game. It has some really good art. But yes, my team would probably be like all dragons if I was doing it literally just for cosmetics. And it'd probably include Shadow Dragon as well. Shadow Dragon has a special place in my heart because it was the first legend we ever got. I also got 2 of them back when it was actually meta. There was a short duration of time when Shadow Dragon actually wasn't horrible. And luckily that was when I actually had it. Is Dawnbringer still valuable? Yes. I would still advise getting Dawnbringer. It's not as high priority as it used to be. It's still good for running Thursday class events. It's also a good barrier option for Hero, because Hero doesn't really have many ways to barrier. And it allows you to do it in a lot of game modes where you wouldn't otherwise be able to use barrier. For example, something like Doom events, even though they only occur once every 11 weeks now. There's still something useful to have barrier for. And regardless of the color, you're allowed to use a weapon of any color, which will allow you to always use Dawnbringer. Have you done the daily and dungeon? No, I haven't yet. I'm doing those last. Though those do technically give trophies, so they would technically count towards us getting trophies. Since we're trying to get trophies. So I guess we'll do them now just so we don't forget. Go gain a level off them as well. We still need like 200 trophies. Yes, we need 180 more trophies. Let's keep going. We're almost there. Alright, these first 2 sets we could just keep running this team. The final set we'll have to use a real team though. And it's Diamond Day to do. You can't forget Diamond Day. Diamond Day is when you get all the loot from dungeons. Diamond Day alone is more diamonds than all other 6 other days combined. far as how much you get. Actually, that's not true. If you bought the 50 pack for each side, you would actually get more. Because then that would be, you get 40 per day. And then that would end up being, oh, level, nice. And that would end up being, what? 40 times 60 is 240. Whereas Diamond Day gives you, like, what, 150? So that's not actually true then. Theoretically, the other 6 days is more if you threw 50 gems at every single time. However, that would cost you 300 gems compared to only 50 gems. Have any of the campaign-specific weapons been released outside of campaign? I'm not sure if they've rotated around. However, those do come back. They come back whenever the event happens again. So let's say the weapon was associated to Broken Spire. It would happen whenever the next Broken Spire event is. I'm actually not sure if they've cycled back, any of them. But that is when they cycle back. Whenever the kingdom finally has an event again, it'll be available in the Soul Forge underneath the weapon tab for how much weapons normally cost. I'm pretty sure at least one would have cycled back around. I was wondering, why did we get gold keys and gold keys? That was a normal gold key, and those were the gold keys from the battle thingy. That's very rare to add. I should have screenshotted that. That's actually super rare to see 2 gold key drops separated like that. There's just very few conditions where that would ever happen. Actually, that's literally the only condition in which it would ever happen. Dinner time. Catch you later, Jason. Have a good dinner. Yeah, Nimbus Bow is available in Soul Forge tomorrow. It's probably the best weapon that's available. I forgot what some of the other weapons were. But yeah, Nimbus Bow is pretty insane. Oh, I forgot to mention it for the video today. I completely forgot to mention it because Nimbus Bow is available all next week. I'll mention it for sure tomorrow night when we're going over the Mythic. Again. For like the 5th time. But I forgot to cover it in the video that I did covering the Mythic. That Nimbus Bow is available all next week. I'll definitely need to make sure to mention on Monday for the weekly video, as well as on stream tomorrow. How do you get Rope Dart? Pride Land event. Next Pride Land event is, I believe, in May? It's gone like a year and a half without event. I think it might be the longest duration a kingdom has ever gone without event. But yeah, Rope Dart should be available in a couple months. I forget if it was exactly in May. It might be a little bit later than that. But yeah, it's gone a really long time without an event. And realistically, that's how you get it is from... I didn't do dungeons. Let me go to dungeons real quick. But realistically, how you get it is from a Pride Lands event. And then it will be in Soul Forge as a standard weapon. Which costs like, what, 400 yellow, 400 blue, and the standard stuff that a normal legend weapon costs. Just for yellow-blue coloration. But it should be available pretty soon, in a couple months. It's gone such an absurdly long... excuse me, long time without an event. By the time it has an event, it'll be about a year and a half since it had an event. Possibly even almost closer to 2 years. No, maybe not that close. It would have to. We'd have to have the event like in November for it to be like 2 years. So yeah, it'll be like a year and a half by the time it gets to its event. It's been a really long gap. Oh, I should have got my free souls. Whoops. Not too big a deal. I think we got enough souls this week. And of course, always make sure to throw 50 gems on Diamond Day. If you don't do it on the other 6 days, it is definitely always worth doing on Sunday, because this is absurdly good value. Even if you just started the game, this is worth it. It's just that good of value. Like, this could be your last 50 gems as a newer player, and it is worth always throwing this down every Sunday. Because you get a Celestial, which early on in the game that actually matters. 500 souls. Obviously, it doesn't matter to us, but this is a really good source of free Celestials. Or, you know, pretty much free Celestials. Guaranteed Celestials, I should say, within the game for early, mid-game, and possibly even late game if you still need them. Souls, not too relevant, though. 80 diamonds, obviously the biggest drop. Technically, it's 84 because of the shards. And 2 gem keys. Really insanely good loot. It's basically 84 diamonds. That alone is worth it. And then everything else. Okay, let's keep going. We need about another 150 or so trophies. Keep going till we get it. Then we'll open whatever vault keys we have left down to 250, which should be like 2 or 3. And then we'll probably call it a night. If anyone's still looking to farm, you still got 4 hours left for the vault event. We'll be grinding out at least several more minutes of that. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. I'll make sure to do so as well. Since what we're doing right now is pretty chill, we can pretty much just go over anything. I just realized I'm using the wrong team. This is what you should be running for Explore 5. Let me switch back to the real team. There we go. I would have done that forever if I didn't notice that. Though theoretically that wouldn't be a bad idea to do Explore 5 with this. If our only goal is trophies at this point. But we also want gnomes still, so it's still a gnome event, so we'll do this way. If it wasn't a gnome event, if I really needed trophies, I might go use the other method. But definitely during gnome event, we want to be using this method. Yeah, treasure hunt lacks trophies and it lacks XP. The fact that it lacks XP is actually the main reason why a lot of endgame players don't do it. That and its overall loot's not necessarily the greatest, even though it's technically the best source of infinite gems in the game. There's just other spots that are better to farm later in the game, particularly metals. Metals and gnomes are generally the best things to farm in endgame. Because gnomes give you orbs, as among other stuff, but mostly the orbs. And metals give you, well, metals do an explore for the metal grind, which are required to upgrade troops, as well as eventually upgrade kingdoms. Currently, no kingdom has needed more than 5 bronze. But, actually, have we even needed that yet? I think that's at level 22, actually. But you will eventually need 20 gold medal troops to max a kingdom to level 30. That's still a ways away. Like, we're talking years away. But, it's coming eventually. It is eventually coming. Even though it might be 3 years away. Still got to get farming on it. Especially if they're not going to add more methods to get them. I do feel like by then we'll have more methods to get them, though. And even if you don't farm them at all, you're still getting them passively through Ward Lore event. Just participating in Ward Lore events give them to you. Through the rewards you get from your guild, even if you spend 0 towards it. Though you should be spending at least 250 to help you out your guild. I have a question. Did you say you wanted more festival items? Did you get more? You can bring them over. I need to still bring them into my house, though, in Animal Crossing. I still haven't brought them all away. From the event that was on the 14th, a whole week ago, I still have not put them away yet. Or sorry, on the 15th, I mean, not the 14th. Yeah, all the items from last Monday I still have not stored away. Should probably go do that. Just haven't had the time. And it definitely takes some time. That's going to take like 2 hours to store that many items. Probably not doing it tonight. Might do it after recording the video tomorrow. For the Monday video for Gems of War. Oh, Glory Dome. Ah, gosh. I think every single Glory Gnome this stream has given us exactly 500 glory. They do not want to give us anything else today. I think we're almost at the final 100 trophy stretch. Yep, we need 145. Let's keep going. So close yet so far. 145 to go. Which means realistically, we should find about 10 more gnomes. Which will hopefully have one more Volky on those 10 gnomes. Can I go over to Suncrest weapon? Sure. So, Suncrest weapons. These are the ones that are available next week. Or some of these are. Not all of these. So, Suncrest. One of these might be a faction weapon as well. See if I can identify them by just looking at them. I forget which one this is from. But the most noteworthy weapon that's coming next week is Nimbus Bow. Nimbus Bow is insanely good. Go get it. Aside from that, Blade of Morning is a level up reward. Dawnstone is from Soulforge only. It's always available on Soulforge, so you don't need to get that one next week. It's just always available. Farsight Orb is a $5 only weapon. This was available for not money in the past. However, it is money only in the current state of the game. Light Sword is in Soulforge. Super cheap. This is from leveling up. Plum Staff is from Soulforge. One of these two, I believe, is a faction weapon. It might be Stoneflight, or it might just be something available in Soulforge. I believe this is a faction weapon, though. Sun Disc is you get in Soulforge, and this you get from 250 wins on Strix Hero class, the Sun, the Storm color, and that's how you get all these. So yeah, level. It's always in Soulforge. $5 only. Soulforge. Go get this. 100% Soulforge. Level up. Soulforge. I believe that's a faction weapon or Soulforge. One or the other. It's probably faction weapon. Soulforge. And 250 wins on Stormcolor. Yeah, it is faction weapon. Okay, I thought so. Wasn't 100%, but I was pretty sure that was a faction weapon. Okay, so I was right. Also, was Sundisk level up? No. Pretty sure that's a Soulforge weapon. One more of these that I said might have actually been... No, I think this was the only level up weapon. Actually, no, Blade of Morning was even a level up weapon. Oh! Hold up. Blade of Morning... Isn't this... Remove all purple gems. Create yellow gems equal to... This will be curious. Remember when we said earlier when we were talking about old faction weapons? Or not faction weapons. Old season pass weapons? This is a season pass weapon. This came in campaign 2, if I'm not mistaken. This was the main weapon reward for campaign 2. Interesting. I wonder if that will be in Soulforge. It should be. That's worth mentioning, because this will be the first time Blade of Morning has ever been available for free to play tomorrow. It's not that good of a weapon, but if you're looking for completionist sake as a free-to-play player, that's relevant. It'll be the first time it's ever been available for free without ever being associated to money in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, the Sun Disc might have been the one for level up then. Oh, wait, was it from this season? Oh, it might not be available then. Oh, no. If it's already from this season, then it might not be available. A season has to already go by for it to be available. So it might not actually be available tomorrow. If it's from this season. Same reason why the Mythic won't be available in event keys next week. I didn't realize it was this season. Yeah, wasn't it literally the only weapon we got all season? So never mind, that's not going to be available tomorrow. It won't be available till the next Suncrest event. My bad, it will not be available tomorrow. Same reason why the Mythic won't be available tomorrow for event keys. But both of them will not be available. The next Suncrest event, after the Suncrest event, they will be. But this specific one next week will not have either of those two as an option. The new Mythic will not be in event keys, and that weapon will not be in Soulforge. But yeah, season 2 was, I forgot, the season 2 were the 3 Duskbringer weapons. Which ended up making Duskbringer. Kind of like how Dawnstone's won the 3 Dawnbringer weapons. There's no point in getting Dawnstone next week. You can get it literally whenever. You don't get that until you're trying to craft Xenos. And you literally only craft them for the achievement or for completionist's sake. He's actually the only mythic in the game that has an achievement associated to crafting it. And the reason I think they did that is because he's so useless. Though in all fairness, the achievement was associated to him before he actually came into the game. Or, you know, as he came into the game. It's not like they released him, made him horrible, and then it's like, oh, he's so horrible, let's just make an achievement so people have to get him. They did both simultaneously. Hey, another Valky, nice. Gosh, we're almost at 20 Valkies. I did say we'd likely get another Valky from those 10 gnomes that we'll likely get in trying to get our last 100 trophies here. See if we can get one more. That'd bring us to a total of 30 keys, if we can get one more key. We'll likely need to get off a drop because I think we're still a ways from pity. We would need to find 10 more gnomes to get off of pity, which I don't think we're going to do. Though we're still close, I almost feel tempted to. If I do, I'll probably do it off stream at this point. But I definitely want to hit 3,000 trophies on stream. Of which I think we need about 100 more at this point. Yeah, generally you don't craft Xenos until you've literally done like almost everything else. He's one of the very last crafts you would realistically want to go for. Because he's part of the Apocalypse, so he's not required for any kingdom upgrades currently within the game. Unless they finally make all the Apocalypse troops associated to Cinder Mirage, which is something they were considering, however they have yet to do. Because Cinder Mirage is so far behind on stars compared to every other kingdom. They were considering it, yet have yet to do so. It'd kind of almost be like how a faction is, except it's not a faction. Where basically they would have a dual typing, where they'd be Apocalypse troop, but they would also be Cinder Mirage troops. That is yet to occur, but it's still not impossible that they would eventually do that. It'd be a nice buff for the Apocalypse troops, if nothing else. It'd give more incentive to get them. I don't know why they haven't did it yet. They were considering it, but then never did. You're 40-16-6. Nice. That is some very solid loot. Yeah, I can understand not wanting to grind anymore. That takes a lot of time. How much did you spend? Do you know about how much time? Yeah, that's some solid grind this weekend. We're not even halfway to that point. Like, halfway to that point's like pity key 11 or something. The time, does it still have meaning? I know, right? It takes a long time to get that many keys. I think the most I've ever bothered doing in a weekend was 10. Which I'm not even sure if I've hit 10 before. I think 9 might literally be the furthest we've ever gone. I've gone 9 many, many times, but I don't think we've ever bothered going for 10 or higher. Generally, the amount I play on a given weekend, even when it's a vault weekend, doesn't tend to exceed that number. $9,414 trophies, nice. Oh, he actually did more than Stardust then. Stardust got over 9,000, but he was like just barely over 9,000. Unless he got more since then, which he might have. Yeah, he's still at the same amount, I think. 9,095. We had a trophy competition. And that's how many he ended up ending with. And we still need another 111. Actually, Jeff, give me your 111. Jeff, I'll give you another 25 gems. Give me your trophies. That's funny. His difference above 3,000 right now is exactly how much we are below 3,000. That is pretty funny. Yeah, I think Stardust is sleeping by this point. To do 9,000, you would have to spend a lot of time already, so I'm pretty sure he's done it too. Takes a lot of grind to do over 9,000 trophies in a week. Primal troops currently are not associated to any kingdom either. The 5 Apocalypse troops and the 6 Primal troops are currently not associated to any kingdom, nor are they a part of any kingdom. Theoretically, the Vault troops are kind of the same way. There's like 3 typings of troops that don't have a physical kingdom, that still have a kingdom typing, that are not required at all for kingdom upgrades. The 6 Primal troops, or sorry, 4, because there's, wait, how many are underneath the Guardians? I forget. Didn't the other 6 Guardians get associated to kingdoms? I forget. There's actually 4 categories then. Oh no, they're all in this one. So yeah, the 12 Guardians, the 6 Primal, the 5 Apocalypse, I feel like I'm missing one, are all not associated. Oh, and all the Vault troops, I forget how many Vaults there are all not required for any kingdom upgrades, yet they are considered a kingdom typing. Yet they're not associated to any kingdom. They're weird in between, where they're kind of useless because of that. But yeah, the 12 Guardians, like the 10 or so Vault troops, however many there are, these 5 Apocalypse, and the 6 Primals are all not required for kingdom upgrades, currently. However, there is still value in farming some of them, particularly the 12 Vault troops. Because once you've maxed out those Vault troops, or sorry, not the 12 Vault troops, I mean the 12 Guardian troops. Because once you've maxed out the 12 Guardian troops, or any of them, they stop appearing. So once you have 4 copies plus them being maxed to Mythic and everything, they stop appearing within the drop table. So your seal keys keep getting better and better as you have more of them maxed. And once you have all of them maxed, a Vault key, or sorry, I keep saying Vault key, a seal key is better value than a gem key once you have every one of the 12 Guardians maxed. Which is why I normally compare them to the value of a gem key, because they're basically a gem key. They're theoretically actually slightly better than a gem key. Not by much. They have a 0.11% chance of a mythic instead of a 0.1. So it's basically like the chance of opening a gem key and a glory key simultaneously is the chance of opening a seal key to get a mythic. Also, that's still the case even when you still need the Guardians. It's just more of your drops are actually keys. Or actually troops that you need once you have all the Guardians. Well, yeah, some of those troops are good, but they don't have any upgrade value in the sense that they don't do anything other than that. Like, they're not associated to a kingdom. But they're still associated to making the seal drop table good. Because once they're out, the seal drop table gets better. Because Famine's technically good, but you would like never want to get it for the most part unless you really want it as an option. Just because he's not associated to upgrading kingdoms. Whereas you upgrade the Guardian troops because you actually want to improve your drop table. We have full mana to kill it, so Skull's like, yeah, it's time to kill. Of course. Okay, the final 100 trophy stretch. I think we covered that 11 by now. Yeah, Cedric is the only Vault troop usable in battle. He's even harder. Rage is useless in battle. Though you still want to get one copy to potentially maybe craft in RageCarjen Dare. RageCarjen Dare is pretty low on the list of usable things, though. I don't even have it bothered to craft it yet. Let's see. We need 8 more gnomes. Hopefully we can get 8 more gnomes in 100 more battles. It's actually very much possible that we do. 8 gnomes in 100 battles is very much possible. Hopefully we get it. That'd be perfect. 1 more pity key plus the 8 gnomes. I mean, 1 more pity key, which would be from the 8 gnomes, plus getting the 100 trophies we need. That'd be a nice combination. Honestly, if we're only like a few off, I might just keep going till we get that pity key as well. Even though our main goal is to hit 3,000 trophies. Does it consume heart? Initially it did, but there was a lot of backlash because of it, so now it doesn't. And everyone who did buy it, who got it consumed, got a copy of it back. But originally it was going to consume it, but now it doesn't. Logically it should. But they made it so it doesn't. Just because of how rare it is. And they didn't really like disclose it properly. So they were kind of like, let's just make it just not consume. What do we even go for here? Gosh, I hate when this happens. All of our speed diminished. Luckily, it happens very rarely. As far as the Apocalypse troops and imps, Winter Imp's the best of the imps. Second best is actually the one available right now, Imp of Love. But then again, the Entangle one can somewhat be okay. Honestly, all the good ones are kind of back to back to back. Winter Imp, then Imp of Love, then Spring Imp are the three best, and they're all consecutively next to each other. Winter Imp was already available. Imp of Love is available right now. And Spring Imp is April and May is Spring Imp. Spring Imp is okay because it's 4 times Entangle if you don't have better Entangle options. Imp of Love is okay because it's okay damage with a charm. Though I think in the current state of the game, Imp of Love might be a little bit weaker. And Winter Imp's the strongest of all the imps because of true damage, while still gaining the same amount of damage for gaining blues, or, you know, gaining its color. Which gives it much better value on the blue one, obviously, because it does true damage instead of physical like the other 5 do. As far as the Apocalypse troops, Famine's probably the only useful one. The rest of them are kind of never used ever. War used to be good, but then they buff nerfed them and then it was bad. Though War and a few of the other Apocalypse troops did get buffed again. And that balance patch they did back in December. It wasn't enough to make any of them that weren't already viable though. And it didn't touch Famine, unfortunately. I really wish they would bring Famine. I wish they would bring back Famine's, what's it called? Jinx. He used to have Jinx. And it actually allowed you to build Jinx synergy builds. But, they ended up removing Jinx from him because they found it to be too overpowered. And then nerfed his mana, which made him just, like, way over nerfed. I really wish Famine still had Jinx, because it actually built for some pretty interesting builds. Currently, Jinx builds don't exist, because there's no good troops that can synergize together to build a proper Jinx build. And one of the main components that was used to connect it all was Famine. But now that he doesn't have Jinx and hasn't had it for years, Jinx builds are basically dead, because there's still just no viable way to build it. I really hope we eventually get like a really meta mythic that has Jinx on it. For whatever reason, they really don't like giving Jinx to mythics. I'm not sure why that is. Actually, I can go sort right now. Does a single mythic even have Jinx in the current state of the game? If we sort by base rarity and type in Jinx, does a single one even have it? Base rarity, Jinx. Oh, I forgot Zugoff. But Zugoff's, neither of these two synergize for it. But yes, there's only 2 mythics that have it. And it is Tanya, which is kind of meh, and Zugoff. Neither of these have any kind of mechanic that synergizes well with Jinx. Obviously, the 2 main mechanics being Silence and Mana Drain, particularly Mana Drain. But, yeah, neither of them have it. Actually, wait, there's not a single... Hold up. 0 legends have Jinx. There's not a... No wonder why Jinx builds don't exist. Gosh, why don't they use this perk? 1, 2, 3, 4... Ha! Peasant has Jinx. I almost forgot. See, I told you, Peasant is meta. He's secretly very meta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Only 14 out of 900 something troops have Jinx. Very few of which are viable. And no legends. I've never noticed that. 0 legends have Jinx. No wonder why Jinx builds don't exist. 14 troops and like 3 of them are viable. They need to bring Jinx builds back. They were actually really fun. And they're not as annoying in the current state of the game compared to what they used to be. Yes, he got reinforced instead. Because they didn't want him to have Jinx anymore. Because they thought it was too strong. Because double famine used to be used a lot because it would you can stack Jinx. Jinx does stack. Multiplicitly though, not additively. So it halves the mastery and then it halves the mastery again. Like 2 of them wouldn't be 100% reduction. It just halves it twice. But it's still very effective to have it twice. And honestly, 1 Jinx does almost nothing in endgame. You would have to have at least 2 on the team for it to be noticeable. Because 1 Jinx will knock a 60-something% only down to 50%. But 2 Jinx will bring down like a 60-something% down to like 30 or 40-something%. Which is decently noticeable when combined with Mana Drain. And other things that kind of disable mana accumulation like disease and such. Well, it was a good Jinx team when he used to have, it was, Scion. I forget what the mana generator was, but it was Scion, some kind of mana generator. Double Famine was the team. Scion has Mana Drain on Skull. Also, keep in mind, this was back when Mana Drain did not used to exist. Or sorry, Mana Drain immunity used to not exist. But it was Scion, some kind of mana generator followed by Double Famine. So it was super heavy on Mana Drain. And Jinx made it so they gained mana slower. And there was nothing that had immune to Mana Drain at the time. Which was the main reason why Famine was so strong. And then they over-nerfed it for when Mana Drain finally did come into the game. Or Mana Drain immunity, I mean. A double Peasant offensive team with Jinx would actually be pretty funny. It's not viable, though. Peasant outside of Arena is not viable. He actually has an insanely good ability. Like, if his ability actually has a follow-up on it, it would be one of the strongest abilities in the entire game. And that's not even a joke. It has a lot of really good board control potential that no other troop can do. I'm actually surprised they haven't added something like that. Like a Mythic that has Peasant's ability, but with a follow-up on it. With actual traits that are good. Though he does have Jinx, which is good, but everything else is obviously bad, his other 2 traits. I think it's like Human Bond and Greedy or something. But if they made a Mythic version of Peasant, like they made a Mythic version of Snowy Owl, because the Mythic we got this Season Pass tomorrow is basically just a Mythic version of Snowy Owl. If they make a Mythic version of Peasant, it would actually be meta. Like, literally his ability, but with more follow-up with slightly better traits. You could even still keep Jinx as one of the traits. Just have 2 good other ones. Is there a good sub for Rope Dart in the Spider Rogue team? Spider Rogue team doesn't even use Rope... Oh, wait, yes it does. I guess a mana accumulation weapon? Maybe like Anu Scepter or something? And then use the Anu Scepter for board control. And to also gain mana. You can also use one of the Doom weapons to convert stuff if you want, to kind of burst damage. So that would do physical damage compared to all your true damage. Anything good in Soulforge this week? Do you mean next week or currently right now for the last 4 hours? Because we don't know what's going to happen next week. But as far as right now, War and... Well, never mind. You still got War and Peace for free. There's no point in crafting it. But no, the only weapon that was somewhat maybe worth it was like Doom Sledgehammer to run for the event. But now that the event's pretty much already over, there's no point. No, I would say skip. Pretty much everything Soulforge related this week was skip. Nothing's like so good you'd want to go out of your way for the most part. Like, Famine's okay. This is the first time Carnix has been available since he's been buffed, though. I don't feel like it's worth going out of your way for. But yeah, pretty much all of Soulforge this week was pretty much skip. Hopefully next week will be better. Next week is Nimbus Bow for sure. As far as Mythics or Legends, we don't know what's going to be available until tomorrow. But yes, Nimbus Bow is 100% craft. You do not want to leave next week without Nimbus Bow. If you get anything out of Soulforge, it's going to be Nimbus Bow. Though we don't know what the Mythic Legend is going to be yet. We'll find out in a couple hours. I'll cover the video at some point. I might do it tonight, we'll see. Starting to get a bit tired, though. Because we could literally record it in like 3.5 hours. Well, not literally, because then you make the teams and do all that stuff. Wouldn't be recorded till a little bit later and then post it. And by the time we get it up, even if we stay up, it probably wouldn't be up till 7. Just from all the stuff we have to do for it. But if anyone else has any questions, let me know. That'd be a good time to ask. We're so close yet so far. We need 6 more pities if we want to go get the pity. And as far as trophies, we are at the final 48. Oh no, we're not going to get enough pities. I think I might just get the pity off stream. At this point. Because I'll still grind a little bit off stream. Well, let's just try getting the trophies then. And we'll open up whatever vault keys we do have on stream. Which I believe at this point is like 3 or 4. Down to 250. Phoenix or Blimp? Or Phoenicia or Blimp? As far as what? Which one's higher priority to get? Like one singular Blimp or Phoenicia? I feel like the choice of that is Phoenicia. Though it depends how much magic you have. Because Blimp works regardless of magic. But if you had to pick only one, I would say Phoenicia. But Phoenicia is magic dependent, whereas this thing's nothing dependent. Like, it pretty much has full value the second you own it. Regardless of stats. Because pretty much everything about this has full functionality the second you own it. Assuming you can get it fully traded. Because nothing on it upscales to end game. So the second you get it in like early, mid-game, early parts of late game, it still has full value. Whereas Phoenicia, it requires high magic. Well, one single Phoenicia, generally speaking, is more valuable than one single Ironhawk. 2 Ironhawks, though, is probably better than 1 Phoenicia. But 1 Phoenicia is better than 1 Ironhawk. Yeah, that's the other thing about this Mythic. And the other reason why I don't feel like it's going to be nerfed. Realistically, people are going to want to go for 2 or 3, not just 1. While you can build teams with only 1, it's a lot more viable to build the 2 and 3 teams. As far as which one you would craft first, Blimp, like if you can get this Blimp really early in the game, it'd probably be worth it. However, it's going to be so long before you can get it from Soulforge that you probably wouldn't be anywhere near early game by that point. like we're talking like 6+ months before this thing's in Soulforge, most likely. Maybe 5+ months. It depends how the cycle goes. But we're talking like summer, late summer at the earliest. Yeah, maybe early summer. I don't know. Like, we're talking summer at the earliest, basically. Sometime in summer. As far as when he'll be available in Soulforge again, the Ironhawk. So that's a lot of time. The 2 Ironhawk version is still perfectly fine. The main team you would run with it is Greed, Dust Devil, Double Ironhawk. The gold rate for it would actually be quicker than this team, or higher per hour. However, its overall speed is ever so slightly slower than this team. Which obviously if you're using this team, the speed's the main thing you're going for. But it's still pretty quick. I believe the difference when we did the math earlier is we get about like 4 or 5 more gnomes with this team compared to using the other team. But it sacrifices 60,000 gold. So you're basically paying like 15,000 gold per gnome for a few gnomes. Which personally I feel like is kind of worth it due to some of the drops that the gnomes have. What are we farming for right now? Gnomes and trophies. I'm trying to hit 3,000 trophies for the guild. Because we were doing a big trophy push this week. And one of the main goals was for everyone to try to hit 3,000. And it's pretty sad because we also have not hit 3,000. Only like half my guild did do it. I think like 11 or 12 people. But we did make it a goal for the guild this weekend. And it kind of would make sense as the guild leader for the guild to have reached the goal. So we need to go farm for it right now. And of course we're doing Vault Event while doing so. And this is the quickest way to farm Vault Event in the entire game. Is instant kill Dust Devil, though it requires 3 Ironhawks unfortunately. Which makes it super expensive, but there's other ways you could run this. You can run it with Leprechaun into Rowan with Mirage Queen for instant kill that way. You can run it with less Ironhawks. There's plenty of other options. Yeah, it's about double the speed of Rowan. Rowan's about 4 wins per minute. This is, 4 wins per, no, that was right, 4 wins per minute. And it's about 6 wins per minute. So it's like 50% quicker. A hero weapon with Empower would be way too broken. They're never going to give hero Empower. There's just way too many weapons that would be broken beyond belief with Empower. Soul farming would get buffed like crazy too. Because you won't need to worry about getting Phylactery to full mana because it already would be. Which would make soul farming even quicker. It'd probably bring it to upwards of 60,000 per hour if they actually did that. If hero had Empower. It would also do a lot of other broken things. But it would buff the rate of souls in the game by like 10,000 per hour if hero had Empower. It'd be like a 5 to 10,000 increase per hour. Though it still require 2 Ferrous Raws. Or 1 Ferrous Raw with the other one, but you still need at least a Ferrous Raw. Though I do have to say, as far as the full potential that you can get from farming, you actually get a slightly more value from 1 Ferrous Raw compared to 1 Iron Hawk. Because 1 single Ferrous Raw gets a lot more of its total value compared to 1 Iron Hawk. 1 Iron Hawk's still nice though. Because the second Ferrous Raw gets slightly less value compared to the first Ferrous Raw. Whereas the second Iron Hawk actually gets a lot more value than the first Iron Hawk. It's kind of weird, but they're actually kind of inverse in that way. Where Ferrous Raw gets his biggest increase from the first one. Iron Hawk actually gets his biggest increase from the second one. Which is pretty much the exact inverse. I didn't think about that until just now. But that is kind of weird how it is, or kind of funny. They're both kind of farming troops, but Ferrous Raw gets most of its value from the first one, with slightly less value from the second one, but still getting value. Whereas Iron Hawk gets very little value from its first one, but still gets value, but gets a lot more value from its second one compared to its first one. Kind of weird how it is. And the main reason for that is the amount of soul gain that you have from the first 150% as far as your total amount of souls gained is a lot more of a margin from the first one compared to the second, even though they're both still doing the same amount of gain. It's just your base amount prior to the buff is a lot bigger from the first one compared to having 2. Whereas the reason why double Ironhawk's obviously better than single Ironhawk is because of speed increase. While a single Ironhawk still helps you do speedy explore, the second one drastically increases the rate at which you could do it compared to 1. I believe a 1 Ironhawk method is about 4 to 5 wins per minute. Whereas, actually, I think it's closer to 4. Whereas a, like 4, 4.5. Whereas, a double Ironhawk can easily do at least 5 per minute. Possibly even 5.5. Maybe even 6 if you get really lucky. Or really quick clicking. Because it's not too much slower than running this team that we're doing right now. The main difference is you have to click twice instead of once. Or you have to cast twice. So instead of just casting Dust Devil to win, you'd have to click Greed, and then click cast, and then click on the Dust Devil, and then cast. And you'd have to do that every time. So you have to cast a whole additional thing, but it doesn't cost you a turn. So it's slightly slower, but still pretty quick. Yeah, a lot of people haven't mentioned Next Mythic. I actually haven't looked at it yet. I try to wait a little bit closer to when it gets released. So it is kind of getting released pretty close. It's 2 Fridays from now. Not this Friday, but the following Friday it gets released. We'll know definitively next week's Monday. Not tomorrow Monday, but next week's Monday. After that. The Monday after tomorrow's Monday. We'll know definitively what it will end up releasing as. I keep forgetting. This month has like so few days in it. It feels so weird. It's because it's so much shorter of a month. Let's see, how's our trophies doing? Did we get that pity key yet? I feel like we might, given that we have mail. Hey, we did! We hit the pity key! Did we hit the trophies too? Nice! We hit it! I think we hit both our goals. Let me go check. How many trophies do we have? Watch, we're still probably short. Nope, we did it! We hit it! We did it! There we go. We have now joined the, like, 10 plus people in our guild who managed to get 3,000 plus. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, basically half the guild. The rest are slackers. No, just kidding. So anyone under 1,000, you're slackers. But, yeah, there we go. 13 out of 30. Hit 3,000 plus. Pretty good. Though some people are probably busy this weekend, obviously. Not everyone has every Vault weekend available. Alright, there we go. Nice. Let's go open our Vault keys, and then we'll end it there. How many Vault keys do we have? Wait, we got 5 Vault keys? Gosh, these numbers might not even be correct. How did we get that many? One of them was from Pity. How many Vault keys did we have at the beginning of the stream? We might actually be at 20. And I forgot to count one. How on earth did we get 5 Vault keys? One of them was Pity, obviously. Did we hit 20? I feel like we had. What did we have all the way at the beginning of the stream? Because we have 4 more than whatever that number is. Oh, no, never mind. Because we also gained some during that time. Never mind, that actually is probably correct then. But let's see, when we were doing the key opening. Yeah, it's 4 higher. Never mind, 19 is correct. However, that 8 is now a 9. Which brings us to a grand total of 30 keys. We did it. We found 30 keys this weekend. 19 normally. 9 were Pity for 28 Vault keys. And 2 of them are Epic Vault keys. Pretty good. Not bad at all. Okay. We're not done yet, though. Let's go open 5 Vault keys and see what good loot we get, if anything. Come on, one more good drop. I know we got a major blue at the end of that earlier section, but come on, one more really good drop. Let's see it. To end out the stream with. I want to see a major blue. I want to see a major purple, or a power orb, I mean. A major purple would be okay, too. Come on, something good, something good. Save the best for last. I want to see the shiniest loot you have. Oh, wait, why'd I do that? That's not a kill. Fail. One of the only locations that would not have killed. And I'm like, ooh, let me go target that. Oh, why am I doing that? We already have mana. Hey, we actually used them for once. Oh, 24 gem key. I'm pretty happy with that. Nice. It's not a power orb, though. Anything that's not a power orb is not a power orb. Please let me click. Thank you. Gonna make me have to rope dart him just to kill that. And just kill the skull. What do we have? What do we have? Oh, that's just really bad 2,500 soul drop, which obviously with 20% it goes to 3,000. It's one of the really disappointing drops he has. It's basically like a mid-range soul gnome drop. What, 20% extra? Which is pretty bad. Oh yeah, this loop team is really insane. It's my favorite PvP team in the entire game. It's also one of the strongest teams just in general in the current state of the game. It is pretty absurd, and I love it. It's not a perfect infinite loop, but it's pretty close. Like, Truffle's still a better infinite. But this is quicker for some things. Because its startup is a lot quicker. Like, it's a really quick startup. Because the second you cast Night Spider, you pretty much just infinite loops. We got a Valraven. Come on. We got to beat out 24 gem key. That was their best drop that we got in these 5 keys. Come on, we got 2 more left. I want to see at least 1 more major just so we can see what we get from it. Hopefully it's a good drop. But come on, 1 more major orb. I want the suspense of what could potentially be. And then get disappointed when it's a green. Nope, I'll just get disappointed when it's common. Okay, final key. And also probably the final thing we're doing this stream. Unless anyone else has any other questions. Go see what we get, please. Something that's not disappointment. We finished the previous one with a major blue. That was the second to last one, technically. That was the last one if you don't count the fact that we got a vault key from one of the vault keys. Hello, lag. What was that lag? Okay, come on. What do we get? What do we get? Let's let it load out. What do we get? Oh, it's still an orb. It's not the type of orb we want, but it could still be a blue or purple. Come on, a blue orb. Come on, end it with a blue. End it with a blue. That is very much not a blue. Ah, very unfortunate. Oh, Zala gave us gems. Thank you, Zala. Nice. Because we had 3,000. We got it. We got our 25 gems. Worth it. That makes up for that horrible key. So the best drop we got was 24 gem key then. That's still good though. But there we go. I think that is the end of the event. I am pretty happy with our overall loot. We got 2 major purples. Or sorry, we got 2 major blues, 4 major purples, and a bunch of other loot that's too hard to keep track of. A lot of gem keys, a lot of other good stuff. A lot of glory, a lot of souls. But, yeah, this was fun. Vault weekends are always pretty fun. We had a nice skilled grind as well. And we took top 25 with it for PC Mobile. By quite a margin, too. We were as low as... well, they were obviously ahead of us. And at times they were, like, only a couple thousand behind. But now we've actually made a 15,000 gap on them. From how many trophies we farmed this weekend. And hopefully we'll make the top 20. Who knows, maybe we'll make it top 10 eventually. There's a 1.4 million gap. That's quite a gap, though. I highly doubt we're ever going to break beyond top 10 now. The top 5 are like super ultra high. So much so, Interim isn't even in top 5 anymore. Surprisingly. They were, I believe, number 1 for a year, I believe. And now they're 6. So they're starting to drop as well. Also, Match Matchers used to be number 1. And they're currently 22nd. They actually fell behind Dominant earlier this week. But then they passed them again. Probably because they saw they fell behind. It's like, oh, no, we need to go grind. There were just a bunch of people naturally farming Vault events. They just happened to pass it that way. But now they have a 3,000 gap. They were actually behind Dominant earlier this weekend, but now they got a 3,000 gap over them. We got a 15,000 over ours below. But yeah, next goal, take top 20. We're actually pretty close already. It's a math. It's a 200,000. It's about a 270,000 difference right now. If we can get 270,000 more trophies plus keep up with their trophy rate, we would be in top 20. So that's our next goal for the guild. Small steps. Take it one guild at a time. But anyways, guys, I'm calling it a night. If any of you want to go grind, you still got 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 1 second left. According to that timer, which is the end of the event. Well, technically, that's not the end of the event. That's the end of the flash offer, but it also happens to be the end of the event. And that's also when reset time is, when you'll be able to go get the mythic if you bought the standard pass. But anyways, I'll be going over that tomorrow. We'll have the event video up at some point. Tomorrow night's stream will be going over primarily 2 things. All the chapter 10 tasks and for season 3, the final. And we'll probably mess with the mythic a little bit. Obviously, we did that a bunch this week already. But obviously, since a lot of people will be getting it tomorrow, we'll also go over it again tomorrow. And we just covered a video on it if you didn't catch it. We posted it right before the stream. So definitely go check that out if you haven't already. Anyways, guys, feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And I will catch you guys tomorrow or later throughout the week. And we'll have an event video up sometime tomorrow going over everything for the standard event week. And as I mentioned, we'll be going over chapter 10 tasks tomorrow night and probably messing with the mythic a little bit more. And that'll probably be the last time we ever use that mythic. Realistically, unless we mess with it on like Green Guild War or something, we might, just for the fun of it. Guild War is 2 weeks from now, though. 3 Mondays from now. So we still got a little while. But anyways, guys, I'm out for the night. Enjoy the last of the Vault event. I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy your week.